guys, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we are live on this beautiful Throwback Thursday, June the 9th of the year 2022. Super excited you guys are hanging out with me this morning on the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers or Flip Floppers, whatever one you want to call it today. I'm just glad you're here and you're hanging out with me. Again, my name is Stephen Daniels. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Okay, make sure you guys do that. Also, you can follow Miami Sports Music on all social media platforms at MIA Sports Music on Twitter, and you can follow everything else at Miami Sports Music. Make sure y'all do that. Hey, on your way in this morning, if you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up. Give me that thumbs up. That's what I'm looking for, a thumbs up, baby. Hit the thumbs up on your way in. Also, share the link. Let people know. Hey, guys, there's this really cool, awesome morning show, Clock Blockers. There's this awesome guy. His name is Stephen D. You guys should watch the show. Tell your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your meemaw, your pawpaw, anybody. Tell them all. Tell them how you watch this show every morning. And it is the best part of waking up. It's not Folgers in your cup. It's Clock Blockers on your YouTube every day. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Okay. All right, yeah. Make sure you do that. Subscribe to the channel, too. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It's free. Free. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, okay? Now, if you do want to become a member and sign up and become a YouTube member of the channel, there are plenty of things for you to do that. Matter of fact, here is the link in the chat. If you guys want to sign up today, become a member of the channel, I would love to have you on. Become part of the family. My Vin Diesel voice. Family. Look, family. That's my Vin Diesel from Fast and Furious when he says it 80 million times in the movie. Family. Family. Okay? That's my Vin Diesel. Sign up and become a member of the family. Okay? Make sure y'all do that today. Also, hey, look, if you want to donate to the channel and help the channel grow, it's greatly appreciated. It's greatly appreciated. As a matter of fact, I forgot something. Give me 1 second. Stand by. 1 second. Let me grab something. I totally forgot something. God, I'm unprepared this morning. Give me 1 second. And by unprepared, I just mean I forgot one thing. I'm back. Okay. Yeah. Make sure if you donate to the channel, you can help the channel grow. Obviously. Okay. Make sure you guys do that and are aware of that and understand that and all that good stuff. Okay. There's 3 different ways you can sign up and become, or that you can donate to the channel. You can use the YouTube live super chat, which is the $sign down at the bottom of the chat. You can use super stickers. What else? Super chat, super thanks if you're not watching this live. Whatever you need to do, you can do it. Okay. Now, if you also want to, you can use the Cash App. This is the QR code, and you see $sign MSM Podcast Network. You can donate that way, or you can use PayPal, which is also MSM Podcast Network. Okay? Now, I will say, if you donate in increments of 10, you will be entered to win a Sam Madison autograph jersey that we are giving away next Friday. Next Friday, we are going to raffle this bad boy off. Okay? So, make sure you sign up, you donate to the channel, And every $10 you donate to the channel, it helps the channel grow, and you automatically get entered to win a Sam Madison autograph jersey. Now, I'll do you one better. Courtesy of ZSM Sports, by the way. Shout out to Zachary Ever and ZSM Sports. We're a big fan of him here. Go follow him on Instagram at SportsZSM and on Twitter at ZSM_sports. If you donate on Cash App or PayPal, I will double your entries off the bat. So a $10 donation, instead of being one entry, you'll get two. 20 instead of two, you'll get four. $30 instead of three, you'll get six. Okay? I just want to remind you guys of that. All right? So donate to the channel, help the channel grow. Anytime you donate over $50 to the channel, whether it's on YouTube, Cash App, or PayPal, I triple your entries into the giveaway. And just a reminder, we're in full effect today. The swear jar is always in full effect. But also, if you want to kick somebody off the panel, or you want to do $10 timeouts, all that is in full effect today. We went over that at the end of last show for like an hour yesterday at the end. But I think we're going to have a good time with that. That'll be a lot of fun once we start doing panels and stuff like that. So be on the lookout. That'll be a lot of fun. I want to give a big shout out to our main title sponsor of the show, Tailgreeter. Tailgreeter is absolutely amazing. You can download the app on your current Apple or Android device today. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You can follow Tailgreeter on social media at TAILGREETER. Also, check it out. If you go to tailgreeter.com and you're coming to Baltimore for the Week 2 NFL game, Dolphins versus Ravens in Baltimore, I am hosting a big tailgate, and I have tickets to the game. I got about 65 tickets to this game up in the upper level, all sitting together, Dolphins fans. So please come to it. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. We got DJ. We got some former players. We got all you can drink, all you can eat, food. It's going to be a good time. And the night before, we're going to have a Saturday night meet and greet. So I would love for y'all to come to the Baltimore Beatdown 2022 here in Baltimore, in my neck of the woods. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to show up. We're going to come ready. Let's go. Okay, so I would love to see y'all here. And I think that's it. I think that's all I got for y'all today. So what's up? How's everybody doing today? I hope y'all have enjoyed this past week. I Am Touche says, how can we get those tickets? Let me tell you how you can get those tickets. I'm so glad you asked. If you go to I'm getting a link now for you, bud. Here, this is the link. The link is in the chat. Paste. There we go. There you go, I Am Touche. That's for you. We need $10 timeouts when you guys like Epps and Von Joe, Till Dog says. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I just want to remind you guys, we have I haven't decided what I'm gonna call it yet, but if you don't like something somebody says on the panel, you can pay to kick them off. Yes, I said that. Look, I'm all about spread kindness, but I'm also about people having the opportunity to have fun with this. And I think we're going to. It's going to be, we got we got $10 timeouts. And a $10 timeout is basically you donate to the channel $10. By the way, you still get an entry into the giveaway, just so you know, side note. But it also allows you to take somebody off the panel for 10 minutes. I can't deal with it. 10 minutes. Now, if you donate $50 to the channel, you can kick somebody off for the day. But that person who got kicked off can pay can donate $100 back to the channel to get back on for the day, or somebody can donate in their name. If somebody donates $200 to the channel, you can kick that person off for the week. Okay? For the week. Now, this is panel only, not the chat. Okay? And if that person who got kicked off donates $250, they can get back on. Or somebody can donate in their name. Okay? If anybody donates, all right, we're getting big numbers here, people. If anybody donates $1,000 to the channel, they're gone for 60 days, 2 months. and that person who did the kicking off, okay, the boots, within that 60 days, if they donate any donation in the per $100 increments, is an additional 10 days added on to the 60 days. But come that 61st day, the person who was kicked off can donate $250 to the channel, and they get right back on. And it didn't matter if that person donated an extra $300 for an extra 30 days, that person's still coming back. And then the grandbaby of them all, if somebody donates $10,000 to the channel, which will never happen, but you never know. Okay. If somebody donates $10,000 to the channel, they kick that person off for life. Can never come back. Well, actually, that's not true, because that person could donate $20,000 to the channel and they can get back on. Okay. So it'll be very, very interesting. Special guests are not included, although if you want to kick off a special guest, and a special guest would be like Daniel Yafusi or somebody like that, $500 to the channel, and you can kick the special guest off for a week. Which means if I'm in the middle of an interview and somebody donates $500 to the channel to kick that person off, I got to stop the interview, explain to them what happened, and say, bro, I'll see you in a week. Can't come back for a week. I got it. It's what the fans wanted, and I give what the fans want. So it'll be fun. I'm excited about it. Concrete Slick said this is going to be interesting. Anthony says, I love it. Concrete Slick, Flipside Fishing. I personally think it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll make things very, very interesting around here. I think we're going to enjoy it. I think it's going to be a good time. All right. What I wanted to talk about today. So last night, I came home. I went out, and we had some big storms in this part of the country last night. But I came home, and my wife, as I told you, let's not blame my wife. My wife's a Celtics fan, okay? And so she wasn't watching the game, and I had just checked in, and it was the end of the third quarter, and the Celtics were up by like 4. So we watched the end of the fourth quarter. We watched the fourth quarter, and my wife's like, oh, yeah, let's go. And she was very happy the Celtics won last night. But some things happened during that fourth quarter and also on Twitter, because I go to Twitter for everything. And what I thought was very not interesting, is how some of the fans reacted to the players. Okay. Now, we all know Boston has a reputation of having some really bad fans. I'm going to say it, bad fans, disrespectful fans. And so if you notice, the title of my show today is Fans Being Disrespectful at the Game, What is Allowed, Good and Bad Experiences. I want to hear from you with all this, okay? But what I want to do is kind of give you some context as to what happened last night, okay? And last night, this is a little 15-second clip from the game. If you didn't hear the beginning of that, let me just... Okay, so you guys heard that. I don't need to repeat it. But it's interesting because Draymond Green's wife, who, by the way, let's get something straight. I never could stand Draymond Green in the beginning when it comes to basketball. When I found out him and LeBron were boys, I actually started listening to him off the court and listening to like his podcast and stuff. I like Draymond now. I can't stand him as a player. Okay, let's just get that straight. But if he was ever on my team, I'd be like, that's my guy. But he does whine a lot, and I always find it hilarious. But I thought it was very interesting that happened, and then how, by the way, so real quick, I'm going to play a little clip. There will be some vulgar language up here. I can't make this person to the swear jar, but I want to give you guys some perspective, and it's just one little clip. So let me share this real quick, and let's put this in perspective. Okay, so here's this clip. 4 seconds, just so you know, if you're watching at home or you have kids, there's some vulgar language here.
You fill in the blank for me. Draymond Green is
A bitch.
You fill in the blank for me. Draymond Green is
A bitch.
So I laughed because it's so, I don't know. What is the line? What is the line? Because let's get something straight. That guy is never going to walk up to Draymond Green and tell that to his face. Never going to do it. But I also think that, like, I was laughing when I heard it last night on TV. Like, they were calling out Draymond, you know, and I don't think Draymond, in my opinion, how I took it, my observation was it at the time, is he was, I don't think he had a problem with it. Now, his wife went on social media later that night and saying, hey, look, our kids are here. You know, this was very, very disrespectful. You know, my kids didn't like it. I also feel like there's some places maybe you don't take your kids. And NBA Finals at the Boston Garden or at TD Garden, whatever it's called now, at the Garden, maybe you don't take your kids to that game. But I guess my question to you all is there a line that fans should not be allowed to cross? And if so, what does that look like? Because there is the feeling of, if I pay $100 for a ticket, I should be allowed to say whatever I want to say. I don't agree with that, by the way. But there is people who feel like that. And there's also some, like Boston fans would say, look, this is our term of endearment. We're chastising him because we respect him as a player. We don't like him. We hate him. But we hate him because he's not a Celtic. Right? And so one thing I will also say, and I said this during the Heat Celtic series, is there was such a big difference between how the Celtics atmosphere was at the Garden compared to how Miami Heat fans were in Miami. You call it what you want. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what that line is. And so I wanted to kind of get from y'all today what you think that line is and what experiences you guys have had. And I'll tell you some experiences for me. I've been to a lot of baseball games. Orioles, Red Sox, Orioles, Yankees. I've been to some Yankee games. I've been to enough football games, you know, Jets, obviously, MetLife takeover, enough Dolphins games to know when there's that rivalry, Patriots fans, you're going to talk crap and there's going to be vulgar language there, right? And there's going to be kids around. I think depending on the section you're in, and I think that's where people kind of get, hey, look, you know, we don't do this in this section. But if you go 10 sections over, maybe they're cussing up a storm. What is allowed and what is not allowed? And what experiences have you had? I want to talk to you all today. I'm going to open up the panel a little early for you guys. I'm not going to do a huge panel, but I'm going to do a semi-big panel today because I feel like this is a great topic to talk about. I want to know your experiences as fans. I want to know what you think is okay. Should fans be allowed to say what they said at the Garden last night to the Warriors players? I think all of this is very interesting. So that was my topic for the day. And I'm sure as Dolphins fans, we've had a lot of spats and run-ins with Jets fans, Bills fans, and Patriots fans. So I want to get your experiences on that too. So in the link, I am putting up a link to come on. Swear jars in full effect, just so y'all know. And $10 timeouts are in full effect as long as if you kick somebody off, they're in full effect. It's all in full effect. Don't take it personal. It's part of the game. So get up here. I want to hear from you, and I want to talk to you. Let's have a great discussion. Let's have a great Dolphin chat panel today. 1234 says, respect is a line certain people let it go further than others. There is a line to it, but what is that line is the question. What is that line? Andre says, a lot of fans are all talk and will never say things directly to the players because they're a big you-know-what. I don't disagree with that, Andres. Boston fans have always been pretty nasty. Not me, though. I'm a nice guy. Go Celtics. You can't do anything to stop the fans. Stop being soft at sports. Bones, I'm not. My question is, what is that line, though? Right? Like, what is that line? Because, Bones, let's be honest. If somebody came up to you, to your face, and said what some of these fans say to the players, you'd want to fight them. That's real. You know? So I'm interested to know, what is that line for fans? Is there something that you can say to as fans? Should you be able to chant "F you, Draymond"? F you, Draymond. Should you be allowed to say that? I don't know. I do know when there are kids, I feel like maybe that's something I wouldn't say around a kid. But at the time I'm watching the game, I actually didn't think anything of it. I felt like that's Boston fans being Boston. Not you, others, and there is no line I wouldn't say. I wouldn't, they soft. The fact is, they don't make millions. The fact is, we don't make millions. They do. That doesn't give somebody an excuse to act like an a-hole, though, Anthony. It doesn't. It does not. Steven, what fan base, in your opinion, has the worst fans? What is my worst experience? I don't know who has the worst fans. We go to MetLife TakeOver every year, and Jet fans, they really don't say anything to us, and I think that's because the Jets suck. And I'm just being real. I'm calling a spade a spade. But I think if the Jets were good, I think they would be pretty bad. I do. I've never been to Buffalo, and I have no plans on going to Buffalo. So I would say Buffalo fans are really, bad. But, I've been to Fenway Park as an Orioles fan. And I didn't get any crap because the Orioles suck. I think that I would say Boston fans. I do. I think Boston fans probably have the worst fans. Now, Philly fans are bad too. I've been to Philly. But I would say Boston personally. Alan F says, I don't think you should be allowed to say that. But how could you really stop all those Bostonians? The game's on TV. Where's the FCC? So if it's a new, so they look at it as a live event, and live events, if it's not scripted, they try to, but they don't get fined by the SEC as long as they say they're doing, they're trying to do it with whatchamacallit. They're trying to stop it or block it out, whatever, bleep it out. When it becomes personal, bringing up the player's family the way the one fan brought up LeBron's son, that's crossing the line easily. I agree. I agree with that. You hit the nail on the head. That is Boston fans being Boston. You shouldn't, but you can't really stop fans from chanting together. It's hard but one way is to mute the game, but they can't do that either. I've been to Bills, Jets, Ravens. The best was Jets and Pats. Worst is Buffalo. Put it like this. If you can't beat them in their sport or a one-on-one fight, you should really keep your mouth shut. Steeler fans are wild. When we went to the playoff game a few years back, Steeler fans were great to us. I did not expect that. I expected Pittsburgh fans to be really, really bad. They were not. They were great. Trucker Sean says, but even in Buffalo, I still don't have any problems. Miss Finn says Philly fans are definitely the worst. Definitely Eagles fans cheering when Michael Irvin couldn't move on the field. Wish I could see that wrestling sport going on today. You seen it yesterday, Steven? No, I didn't, bud. The term bitch has become pretty much a obtuse. I don't know that word, Carrie. That's good in pop culture, but it is still offensive. Problem is, Draymond has talked a lot of S, and those players always and those fans always remember that. I feel like that's fine. If players are going back and forth with the fans, I love that stuff. I'll tell you a time I was probably 16 years old. I'm sitting in center field at Camden Yards, and the Cleveland Indians at the time, now the Cleveland Guardians, had this center fielder. His name was Coco Crisp. And I came to the game with an empty milk carton and a bowl. And I was sitting in center field, and the whole time I'm giving Coco Crisp the business, chastising him, making fun of his name, everything, right? And we had a good time. And he would turn around and give it back. And at the end of the game, he threw me up a ball, and we gave thumb. It was fun. It was all in fun. But I gave Coco Crisp the business that day. I don't care what anybody says. You want some milk to go with those Coco Crisp, Coco? Coco, come on now. Your mama named you after a cereal. You couldn't have come up with no better names. And I had everybody around me laughing. It was fun. But that's the closest I've ever come to probably being, I don't know. I don't think a bad fan, but like chastising a player. But that would be it. Steeler fans were nice to us because they knew they were going to beat us. That's probably true, Groom Dog. That is probably very, very true. Hey, guys, come on up. I got the link open. You guys can come up. Are people scared they're going to get kicked off? Sounds like there might be some people nervous that they're going to get kicked off by the group. By the mob. Let's see here. All honesty, you can't do anything about it. You have to have thick skin, and that's why basketball players play basketball and not football. They soft giants. I draw the line at throwing snowballs at Santa. Philadelphia. Okay. Tell me another player that reacts like Draymond. After every call and play, he's in the ref's face. No matter what, it's a home game or away, winning or not, he deserves what he gets. All right, so Anthony, I don't disagree to a certain extent. But what I will say, dude, is I will say that Draymond didn't do anything different than what the players in the 90s did. And the difference between the 80s and 90s was a foul today is tic-tac compared to what a foul was back in the 80s and 90s in the NBA. There's no way half of these calls would get called back then. But that's just me. Alan M says Coco, yeah. If you keep it respectful banter, that's one thing, but when you get personal and dirty, that's another. Yeah, man, I 100% think that. Come on, let's talk, man. Get on. Who's coming on today? Boy, I think people are scared today, boy. I think y'all are scared. Y'all don't want to come on because you're scared you're going to get kicked off. Who's going to be the first one to kick off? There's probably some Vegas odds going around. Who's the first person to get kicked off Steven's show? Be very interesting. I know my dad LeBron has made us soft. Dang. Do you need a microphone to join the chat? I don't have headphones. I mean earbuds. You could try. If it turns out bad, I'll just be like, hey, this not sound good. But come on, Alan, give it a shot. Give it a shot. If it sounds bad, I'll be like, hey, man, doesn't sound good. Adam E says, best place was Carolina Thursday night game. Dolphins beating them, and the Panthers fans were high-fiving us when we scored. It was strange, but awesome. I still have crazy bed hair going on. Nobody wants to see that. I would get on, but I'm at work all the time, Chef Shoe says. Too funny. All right, first person of the day. I have a feeling, I'm not a betting man, but I have a feeling he'll be the first person to get either $10 timeout or just kicked off for the day completely. But we're going to find out. I love him. Alexander Diaz. What's up, Alex?
What's going on, Steven? Good morning.
Good morning. You might want to get it all in because there might be somebody out there ready to take care. Like they got one in the chamber and they're ready. Go ahead.
You know, I just got. Yeah, can you hear me? I got bad signal in my house though.
What's up?
All right, perfect. So you know, I got a question too. You know, I understand you don't want to talk about it, but with the new reports that have been coming out the last couple of days of the whole, you know, where I'm getting at here, I think you do. With the 66 women in 17
was
days.
trying to come up with a totally different topic today, Alexander, so I wouldn't have to talk
I'm sorry.
about. No, I'll answer it. Look, ask your question, and I'll give it and I'll answer it.
I just want to know, where are all the people that wanted Watson in Miami? Are you guys changing your tune now with what's going on, or no? You guys still stand by? Oh, we should have gone to Deshaun. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, all right. Let me explain to you why. I gotta let you go, Alexander. Flipside fishing 10. Hey, it's a 10-minute timeout though, Alexander. So I'm putting you in the back room. 10 minutes. It's 9:52. At 10:02, I'll bring you back on. Man, Flipside fishing, first person with the. Man. All right. I'm not that. I did think it was going to happen that quick, but I am now when I see it, it's funny. Okay. Okay. My answer to you was Alex is in the back chatting with me. He's like, I knew that was coming. Grand opening, grand closing. I like it. Here's what I'll say about Deshaun Watson. And I didn't want to get into this, which is why I picked a totally different topic. And I do want to hear from people's fans' experiences. I'd like to get into that in the conversation. But good and bad. I think the Deshaun Watson mess is very interesting because I think I think when his lawyer opened up his mouth in a podcast, I think it opened the floodgates for everything else. And good, bad, or indifferent, it's not a and by the way, it looks bad. Let's just get that straight. That the Texans were giving him NDAs, and there's over 66 women that are saying we signed an NDA or something to that effect, and the Texans were involved in the cover-up. Bro, you can't, like, that's not good. And the fact that the Texans were doing that, yeah, it's gonna be bad. Todd says, when we get a full panel up there, I wonder if I donate 10 of Steven, he has to go to the back room. I am not excluded from the $10 timeouts when there is a panel. When there's a panel. If it's just me, you can't give me $10 to kick me off and then there's dead air for 10 minutes. But if there's a panel going on of a few people and somebody gives me 10, I mean, I'll go to the back room for 10 minutes. I'll kick myself off for 10. Anyways, but yeah, so and to your question about where are the fans now that wanted Deshaun, I think there are some people that can, good, bad, or indifferent, are looking at things of guilty till proven innocent, let the law play out, and let that be what it is. And I think that's where that came from, Alexander. I don't think those same fans, knowing what they know now, and maybe there is a few that would still be like, I still want Deshaun. I don't know who they would be, but maybe there are. But I'm glad the Dolphins did what they did by not doing it. But you can also say the same thing about Stephen Ross, because Stephen Ross, you know, it's public knowledge now that he wanted all these cases settled out of court. But that doesn't change the fact that now 66 new women have come out of the blue and signed something that said, well, we signed an NDA. But I don't know. I know that there is an issue here with Deshaun Watson, and he's not a Miami Dolphin. It does not bother us. Does not bother me to a certain, you know, like it's he's not here. And I'm glad we don't have to deal with that circus. And I would say Cleveland's in a world of hurt right now because they have a pissed off quarterback that feels jaded and disrespected and lied to and cheated on, aka Baker Mayfield. They have another quarterback that who knows what is going to happen with that? Like it's the reality of the situation. So, all right, enough about that because I don't want to. Alexander, God, man, stick to the topic. See, I told y'all back then about the Texans had something to do with it. Shaking my head. Okay, so the topic of the day so far is to talk about fans, unruly fans. What are fans allowed to say? What can they say? What they should be allowed to say? Give me your worst experiences at games. I want to know, your worst experience, what you saw, some craziness, wild stuff you saw. When fans are saying F you, Draymond, and his kids are there, what does that look like? Stuff like that. So, I want to hear about all that. So get on here. I want to talk to you. Get on the chat. We already had one person on, Alexander, this morning, who already got a $10 timeout. Wasn't even up here 2 minutes. Got a $10 timeout. You're gone. Man, it's rough out here. It is rough out here. But I want to hear from you. Or you can ask questions in the chat and I'll answer them. Just put hashtag Dolphin chat. Eric Carrier's here. The Celtics fan he is. Eric, why don't you get on? Huh? Why don't you get on, Eric? What's up, Roach?
What up? I thought you were bringing on Carrier.
No, Eric's not here yet. Eric's not in the back room, but you are.
Oh.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Hey, I wasn't ready, but yeah. Hey.
You're ready. Get ready now. You're
so
on.
I once wore a Dan Marino jersey to Buffalo Bills Stadium, and they were playing the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
I was a little kid, about middle school, however old that is, and my dad's wearing his Jim Kelly jersey. I'm there in my Dan Marino. During the whole, I was watching girls jumping off of buses naked in the tables and giving Jello shots. They gave me Jello shots too, these girls.
They gave you Jello shots? How old were you?
I was in middle school.
Man.
Yeah,
the
Buffalo,
life.
Man. The life in
We are not promoting underage drinking at all. But the Bills fans is what you're saying gave you this.
A 14-year-old boy getting a Jello shot from a naked college girl is that was the highlight of my young life. and then I saw her jump off a bus into a table. So then we get into the stadium.
Crazy, dude.
We get into the stadium, and we have a different set of fans around us, and we're about midfield. Mm-hmm. And these guys would just start throwing peanuts at the back of my head. And they called me the word we used to call people in the 90s that says bundle of sticks.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So they're saying that to me and throwing it, and I'm start crying. I'm a little kid, right?
You're 14. Your dad's with you, by the way.
Yeah. And I'm not really crying, but you could tell my face getting red. I'm upset,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what the hell to do. So my dad, he looks at me. He's like, I told you not to wear that effing jersey. And I was just like,
gotta love your dad.
And he's like, so here's what you do. If you're going to wear the jersey, you own the jersey. You man up, you turn around, and you dump your popcorn on that dude. And that's what I did.
And did the fans cheer?
He gave me a high five after I dumped it on him. The guy I dumped it on.
It was a respect thing. It was a respect thing.
So I almost think my dad egged the guy on. But he also used to take us to Yankee Stadium to go watch the Yanks and the Red Sox. And he would buy us tickets right behind the third base dugout just so he could heckle the players as they were warming up.
Yeah.
So he'd be heckling the batter. And there was this guy named Henderson, I think. He came from the Yankees, went to the Red Sox. And he was screaming at this guy. And the guy actually turned around and gave my dad the finger. And my dad was like, cool. He's going to strike out. Watch. And he struck out.
He struck out.
He's like, anytime they turn around and recognize you.
In your head. In your head.
And that same game later on, a cooler, used to be able to bring coolers into the stadiums.
Yep.
And a cooler came off the upper deck and hit him in the back of the head.
In the outfield?
Huh? No, we were at third baseline.
Oh, wow.
And the cooler came right down, smacked him in the back of the head. And then to the left of that,
Dave Henderson.
probably like five seats to the left of that was David Hasselhoff. And he was heckling with my dad. Those two were stand up screaming and it was like they're.
I think that's part of being a fan, right? Like going to a game and heckling the players. Like I don't think there's nothing or anything wrong with that.
Didn't Mark Wahlberg do that?
Yeah,
No?
I don't think there's any. I think if it's
a
done
basketball
in just,
game though.
Yeah, I think if it's done in just, it is what it is. I think when it gets over the line, I agree, is when you start talking about that player's family. Like, I think that's the line. Or if you touch them, that crosses the line. But
what was that basketball game where I think it was Marky Mark was like he was heckling. It was like a playoff game for the Celtics, maybe not this year. And actually, the coach for the other team like told him to shut the F up.
Probably.
Like, there's a clip of it.
I mean, my favorite fan interaction of all time is Spike Lee and Reggie Miller. That Knicks. So, big basketball game in the 90s. The Knicks were playing the Pacers. I think it was the Eastern Conference Finals. And Spike Lee's a big Celtics fan, or is a big Knicks fan. And he was talking crap to Reggie Miller the whole game, and Reggie went off for an ungodly amount of points, and they won the game. And in the post-game press conferences, Reggie's like, Knicks fans blame Spike Lee. Like, he's the one who did this. He pissed me off. You go blame him for this butt whooping y'all just took. All right, it's 10:02. Let me bring back Alexander. What's up, Alexander? Back.
What's up, guys? Hey, Roach.
Hey, bud. But some of the best interactions are in WWE.
Yes.
People actually, fans attack these guys. There's been attacks on wrestling.
CM Punk actually got into a couple years ago when he was in WWE before he went to AEW. Actually got into it with the fan.
Yep.
He actually hit a fan.
Real question is, who did the Heat fans heckle at FTX Arena last night? Man, that's so wrong. That's so wrong.
Oh my God.
That's so wrong.
Hey,
Eric.
but I've actually had a bad fan experience at a Dolphin game, at Hard Rock a couple years ago with my wife.
Go ahead.
All right, so you remember back in 2019 the beatdown we took in front of the Patriots in week 2, right? 2019. So I'm at that game, and this guy behind us who's a Patriots fan, right, was screaming Brady, 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 like every 5 minutes, right? And then all of a sudden, he actually got down, in between me and my wife. His head got down between me and his wife and started screaming, Brady, turns around to me and screams in my ear, Brady, Brady, and turns around to my wife's ear, Brady, 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 and then starts screaming Antonio Brown as well. So me and my wife turn around.
Was he a Patriots fan, obviously?
Yes, okay. He was. So me and my wife turn to him, right? And his wife is sitting right next to him, by the way. We both turned to him and said, listen, man, if you don't stop, we're about to knock you out. Seriously, both of us.
You're going to knock him out? You said, come on.
We really said F you up, but I'm not gonna really get into it. If you keep on doing what you're doing, right? Because number one, before that, he started spilling beer on us before that too. So,
the moment that happened, we're gonna have problems. Yeah. We're gonna say, bro, I'm down.
Yeah. So next thing you know, he stopped for a little bit for about 20 minutes, and it continued on, and it got worse because what he did was he took his beer. I think he accidentally bumped into his wife, and he spilled beer all over me. So my wife said to me, "Listen, just ignore it. We're not going to be here much longer because we're already getting killed. So we're going to leave very soon." I was like, "All right." Next thing you know, he smacks my wife in the face.
What?
He smacks my wife. What? Yeah, he smacked my. He actually tapped.
Said I would have went to jail. I'm just letting you know I would have went to jail.
But he tapped her. But I turned around and started whooping him. My wife pulled me off. My wife pulled me off and started punching him in the back. Listen, he's like, "Alex, I got this." And started punching him in the back of the head. This and that. And every 5 minutes, I'm like, "Whoa, what's going?" I'm like, "Babe, chill. Let me get on this." And his wife is sitting there like, "I don't know what's going on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stay out of it." His wife actually moved away. By the way, guys, his wife moved away, did not get involved in it, and
she probably wasn't surprised.
Yeah, I think so, Roach.
Fans like that, Let me tell you, if he was in the deep end and that would have happened, he would have got Gorilla. He would have got everybody. He would have got that smoke.
Now
But-
I heard
but here's the-
I heard
but here's the
49er
thing.
games are pretty dangerous to go to, right?
Yeah, Manza Chill
Yeah,
said
they
so.
are.
There's it's funny. It's not funny, but it's interesting because San Francisco and LA games have this big rivalry, right? Like, I
You
know
should see
that
some of the fan fights on YouTube about that.
Niners Raiders games for years. There would be cops in the parking lot. There'd be cops in the parking lot because there was so many big fights, and people dying and going to hospitals and getting really messed up. And the same thing with San Francisco Giants, LA Dodger games. Like there have been people who've died in those parking lots too from fighting each other.
Didn't a Giant fan was put in the hospital from a
Giant
Dodger
fan?
fan?
No, Giant fan straight died like from a beat. Like
he
they
died,
they got into a fight, in the parking lot, and the Dodgers fan ended up getting I forgot what it was, but he got sent to jail for murder or manslaughter or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was manslaughter. He got. I remember. Yeah, but yo, I tell you one thing, guys. Everybody in that end, we were because we were season ticket. We were season ticket holders.
Brian Stowe in L.A. That's right, Rick Spar. That's the one I'm
Brian
talking
Stowe.
about.
Okay,
that was a big deal.
We were season ticket holders in that section, so everybody was like, "Listen, it was that guy. That guy was the one that started this whole thing." Everybody pointed at Patriots fan. They're all saying that me and my wife didn't do anything.
That the guy who got hurt, Brian Stowe, was from my city, California. He said that was crazy. A's Raiders games are wild. That the Coliseum, I'm sure the Coliseum, Oakland Coliseum, was crazy. That place is freaking concrete.
But you want to know what's even bad though? What's another one? What's another one? Rangers Islanders. That's a big one too.
You know why? It's not that big. Islander fans, they ain't about that life.
Big.
Islander fans ain't about that
big.
life.
My favorite moment as a fan.
Let me tell you how big it is, bro.
Was when the Yankees won the Subway Series. That was my best moment.
Oh,
Mets Yankees series. Mets Yankees series are pretty big too.
That wasn't my favorite moment, by the way, Roach. Let's not remember. I don't want to remember that. Okay?
I'm a Yankee fan, bro.
Oh man, let's go Mets versus Yankees.
And I'm a Buffalo Sabres fan. Islanders suck.
Oh,
Manza Chill. Oakland,
but anyways,
I do like the Knicks.
Manza Chill says Oakland. Look, let me tell you something about Oakland. Remember, my favorite story is Pat McAfee telling the story about who was the running back, Marshawn Lynch, getting into a fight with his own player on Oakland, with his own teammate during a game, because his cousin was on the opposite team who's from Oakland. Like, that's the craziest story in the world to me. One of the craziest stories in the world. Have you ever heard that story from Pat McAfee?
No.
All right, hold on. I got to play that. That is legit. Let me bring on Slim Shady Canes. What's up, Slim Shady Canes?
And y'all want to talk about some intense fights at games?
Yeah.
They get buck wild. I ain't never been to a college game where there hadn't been a brawl.
Where at?
I'm talking like 10 folks going at it.
You're breaking up, Slim Shady.
Really
Slim Shady, you're breaking up. You broke up. Roach, is he better? I can't hear. Say it again.
No.
There we go. That's
go out and come back. Okay, there we go. That's better.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm driving.
Go ahead, man.
The last big one that I got to see in the Orange Bowl, 2003, like 20 folks got to fighting after Miami come back from 23 points down and beat the Gators. I mean, an all-out brawl in the, I think it was one of the bathrooms at the north end.
You know, a buddy of mine actually went to that game, and some shit came. A buddy of mine actually went to that game, and he He even said that there was a couple of brawls that broke out during the game, and he said that one person actually got so messed up that he had to go to the hospital. And I thought that was crazy too.
Hey, I hate to bounce out, but I got a Zoom call for school I got to be on.
Boo!
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to get educated.
I'm getting ready for work right now, going to T-Mobile.
Trying to better myself.
All right, you go better yourself.
I'll see you guys.
All right, man.
All right, Roach. Take care, man. No, but Steven, it does get rowdy at Ranger Island games because I remember when I was a kid going to the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, and there was a couple Ranger and Islander fans. Actually, a brawl broke out in the stands, and there was blood everywhere, and I mean everywhere. It gets tense.
Oh. What's up, Batman?
No. Batman.
Take yourself off mute, Batman. I'm trying to find this clip of
How you guys doing? You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Good morning, Steven. Good morning, Slim Shady Canes. What's up, Alexander, man? Haven't heard from you since you moved, man. Hope everything is good, bro.
Yeah, everything's good. I just been going through some stuff, I just finally started working again.
Cool.
So
That's good.
So yeah, I've been
what's up with you, Batman?
I got a question, man, because no disrespect to anybody that's lost their life, obviously, because I'm not trying to throw shade in that sense, obviously. That's some serious stuff. But who the F goes to a baseball game and gets into a fight with somebody? It's like the most peaceful game in the world.
Well,
it's like,
bro,
it's like going to a golf game and getting into a fight with somebody at a golf game.
All right. So two things. Number one, I think alcohol plays a big part in a lot of those fights, right? Like I think when you're hyped up, and you're drinking alcohol, you're it's not you, like you are. And so I would say at the end of the day, when you're looking at it, Batman, like that's what happens. Alcohol plays a big part into that. That's what I'll say.
I wanted to give you guys this quick story because, like, I just wanted to pass by and say hi and give this quick story and actually ask that question about the baseball. I'm like, it's peaceful. I understand that alcohol could make people do crazy things and dumb decisions, but you remember the year that Tom Brady was lost for the season, week 1, that he was out for the season. He got hurt that game. We were playing the Jets at home in Miami that game, and they announced it on the screen. That Tom Brady was possibly out for the year. The entire stadium erupted. And I remember that I'll never forget. It was my first Jets-Dolphins ever. And I remember there was a pregnant girl going down the steps in the upper deck, and she was pregnant. And the group she was with, they got into a fight with a couple of Jets fans. Man, I remember the fight started like in the 17th row in the upper deck. I was a little lower, but you hear the commotion. And back then, the rules were very slim. There was no reporting anybody for misconduct. There was none of that. Okay,
I remember
there was barely any police in the stands. It was just the ushers, and that's it. And I remember this girl. She was part of the group. She was guilty by association. She was a Dolphin fan, but she was part of the group that was getting into an argument with the Jets fans. So the girl, I guess, goes to walk away, and when she's going out to get on the steps, some of the Jets fans, some guys, came and pushed her down the steps. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, man. You're gonna literally
see some wild stuff at games, bro. You definitely see some wild stuff at games. All right, so I told you. Have you ever seen that Pat McAfee Marshawn Lynch clip? Right.
I've never seen it, but I'm interested in it now.
All right,
I heard of it.
I'm gonna play it. So put yourselves on mute. This is one of my favorite clips on the internet. I love it. It's about 8 minutes long. It is hands down one of the best clips on the internet. Let me share it. It is.
Oh, let me put myself on mute. Sorry about that. I'll run the other room.
There we go.
Before social media got gigantic, Marshawn Lynch was Marshawn Lynch still. And the videos didn't have a chance to go viral. They didn't have a chance to showcase. I said that I understand a lot of people are like, man, Leonardo DiCaprio is living life right in a fantastic fashion. I'm like, yeah, his yachts and thoughts are fantastic. And Justin Timberlake, same damn thing. And the Deadpool guy has been a legend since Van Wilder, I said. But Marshawn Lynch is an underrated favorite human on earth. He should be your favorite human. He's like a Robin Hood type situation. He's so loyal to his hood, it's outrageous. His rookie year, he wore a grill, and Buffalo people were very intrigued by said grill.
Where do you get those fixed up here in Buffalo?
I don't know about in Buffalo, but if you come to the town, we got a little spot in downtown called JC's. He take care of you, whatever you need, top, bottom, diamonds, diamond cuts, princess cuts. He got it all for you.
Everything about him is just loyal. He throws block parties in Oakland still to this day. Celebrities come, the whole town, the whole hood shows up.
I'ma come back, switch teams and shit. The judge asked me whether I pimp, told him I plead the fifth. I just left Roscoe on Pico, I'm finna head to Compton. Ducking on niggas like when the Pistons had Dennis Rodman. You better salute a real nigga when you see one, cause everybody wanna be one.
He got in a fight on Thursday Night Football with Oakland Raiders in the name of Oakland, who Marcus Peters was playing for the Chiefs, is from Oakland. He fought Raiders in the name of somebody from Oakland. He's like the most loyal dude in history.
And Donald Penn said, I didn't like the way you treated my quarterback.
You always dream that somebody from your city grows up to be a superstar and is just like super loyal. Like that's what Marshawn Lynch is to Oakland. It's granted, Oakland's a wild city to begin with, but he's just loyal to it. He rode he sat in the fucking stands, watched that game, rode the train ride home with everybody else, with the guy he got suspended.
Gotta be up, like right there, and then you just you gotta snap him and you gotta tell him. Tell him. You gotta do
No, all in one motion. Germany out.
Then during suspension week this week, he's practicing with high school players and fucking running them over.
Going
See you later.
110%.
100. He looked quick, by the way.
These are high school kids, which I love.
Now, granted, those are just high school
Super
kids,
quick.
but I think we're not giving Marshawn Lynch the ball enough. Oakland, I know it's just high schoolers. But he looked quick against these high schoolers.
The best part was one of his guards didn't get off the line quick enough, and he just threw him over.
See you later. Get out of my way, high school kid.
Oh my God.
Beast mode, bro. And he said, like,
do you think the Raiders are happy about that?
No way. The Raiders aren't happy that he went out to fight the Raiders in the name of Marcus. But he's just, you can't hate him though, because he's so loyal to like, how can Oakland be mad at him for that? Because that's an Oakland guy. Like,
Marshawn's gonna Marshawn, and that's the best part about Marshawn.
it would be like if we went back to Pittsburgh and somebody was fighting me, and like somebody ran on the field to fight a Steeler to fight the Steelers for me. That would never ever happen for me. Like if I'm Marcus Peters, I'm like, yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, you're from this. You can't even fight me. I'm from, like, that's incredible to me. He's the best human on earth, man. He has a great time all the time. He's dancing on the sideline.
This is my favorite clip on the
Doesn't care if anybody's judging him at any moment, in any time, or any situation. He is all in, 100% having a great fucking. Did you know Skittles sent him to Scotland?
No.
Skittles sent him to Scotland with no script. Just said, let's just throw Marshawn into the middle of the most stereotypical Scottish things, and we'll just film it. There will be a gold mine at the end of the fucking rainbow.
Where the hey, them things real, bro.
Yeah.
What's up with it? What you got on that thing?
What you got on that thing?
That. So where I'm from, like we don't wear those. So what? I ain't gonna say I make clothes, but I do a little bit of fashion.
I can email you some designs and you can sort of see what you want.
Emails. I ain't gonna give you my email. They filming right now.
No,
I love Marshawn.
Marshawn doesn't read a script. The script reads Marshawn, so that's the best thing you possibly do.
How about the fucking video or it was in the league? It was in the league whenever it was after the Super Bowl controversy where they didn't hand the ball off to him, which is the dumbest thing of all time. He was in the league and he didn't write the script, but he definitely had to perform it. And they're like, he's like, just hand me the beard, man. Just hand it to me. I'll just carry it over there. Not a big deal. Just hand it. I could throw. What's the worst that can happen? The whole fucking place burns down. Just like what happened with Seattle.
Just hand it to me, and I'll run it over to him.
Nah, I'll toss it to him.
Just hand it to me. No need to throw it, man. Come on.
Nah, it's really easy. I'll just throw it to him. He'll catch it.
Come on, man. We so close. I could run it over. It's just right here.
I just want a beer.
Come on, man. I can sleepwalk that thing to him, but I just absolutely love the guy, man. You can't not love him.
He's genuine.
His rookie year.
Yeah.
They did a special on him. He was at the Super Bowl, like talking about at the Rookie of the Year event. It was his first time at the Super Bowl. It was his first time around celebrities. And they asked him, who's your favorite person that you've met? Who's like the most awe-inspiring celebrity you met?
Who's the biggest star you've met? There's somebody that, you just stopped in your tracks.
I met one of the little Willy Wonka in a chocolate factory dude. He was about like this big. He had some orange skin. the most famous person I done met. Yeah, that was my highlight so far right now.
I thought you were going to throw out like a Paris Hilton or something.
Oh, no, I mean, she was cool. I seen Lil Mama on stage doing her thing, but the little green dude, orange dude, that's who captured my eye, though.
Like, that's outrageous. If that happened nowadays, that would be trending on every single platform. Like, Marshawn Lynch, Rookie of the Year candidate, his favorite person he's met at the Super Bowl, the largest event of the year for everything, is an Oompa Loompa. Like, that's just the most outrageous shit of all time. And he's tough. The reason why he can just run people over all the time in the NFL is because when he was a kid, he did an interview with the Buffalo Bills his rookie year by an 8-year-old. An 8-year-old was interviewing Marshawn Lynch. And he said, what'd you used to do whenever you were a kid? To this, like the 8-year-old kid asked Marshawn, like, what'd you do as a kid? He was like,
back at home, though, we used to play throw up tackle on the concrete. You ever did that? Yeah. Ooh, that's the best football. And then you got to watch out for the cars and stuff coming down the street and running into back of buses. Man, I got a scar on my head right. I ain't going to show you, though. You might get. But I got a scar on my head right here for running to the back of the bus. Bam! Blah! Bust my whole head wide open.
He would just run through buses in the middle of the street. And people are like, man, how is he so tough? How's that beast mode thing happen? He literally grew up running in the cars. Like, just what's a fucking bus to a human? Nothing, cuz. And then he goes on 60 Minutes.
That's when it just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over.
Think there's a deeper metaphor there?
Run through a motherfucker face.
Tyson's quote about everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yes.
Top two.
He has that plan of running through a motherfucker's face because he was running through buses when he was a kid. Buses. He just takes care of everybody. He does good. He's not like Dalai Lama. Let's not start comparing like who's a better human when it comes to that. But like in a holy fuck, this guy is the most entertaining human on earth. He's up there. He went running wild with Bear Grylls. They went out into the woods, just out moseying around the wilderness. They took the most Caucasian human in the history of humans, Bear Grylls. We can say that, right? Drinks his own pee and all that shit, throws himself into quicksand. Bear Grylls is the most Caucasian human of all time. And Marshawn Lynch in the middle of the woods.
So where were you brought up?
In the city, Oakland, California.
Yeah, that's hog poo. Pretty fresh as well. That's still wet.
That may need right around the corner or something, huh? If we going, bud, we got to go because I'd rather rock off impost. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, blood. We ain't got no longer stick. I got you, cuz. We finna go run up on a hog right now. We done made me a spear right quick. You know, little MacGyver, little quick thing right quick.
Little MacGyver quick thing.
That big ass thing right there.
It's just everything he does is just incredibly hilarious. And if you don't enjoy him, I'm worried about your life. I'm worried. I'm very worried. I don't know if the Raiders like him anymore, but it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Let me tell you,
hey, that was awesome.
That is hands down the best thing on the internet. It is great. That 9 minutes is the best 9 minutes on the internet.
No
I don't care
question.
what anybody says. Like,
run through more movies.
He's like, because he ran through a bus, cuz. He ran through a bus. What's a bus to a man? Nothing for, like, I love it. It is, first of all, let's just get something straight. I might have the #1 morning show. Pat McAfee, hands down, has the best podcast out there right now. And that was the old Pat McAfee podcast. That's like a 10-year-old clip almost. I don't know if it's 10 years old. It's like 5 years old, 6 years old. It's an older one. But, man, that is,
Hey, one of my favorite Marshawn Lynch moments is when he had the Super Bowl. He's like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Yeah, man. I love that clip. It's great. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Clack Blockers. I am your host, Stephen D. Super excited. I put in the link for y'all to come on. Get up here. Get up on the panel today. Just so you all know, $10 timeouts are in effect. You can kick people off panels. You can banish them to the outskirts of oblivion. We're having a good time. We're hanging out. The topics for today are, what is the line for fans? Last night in the NBA Finals, Boston fans were saying "F you, Draymond," and Draymond's wife or girlfriend was there, and was with his kids, and they were like, "Oh, this is, my kids were crying," and I don't think they were crying that bad because Draymond in the press conference was cussing in the press conference with his son right there, but It's interesting to kind of think about from that standpoint because I was watching the game last night. I don't think that I had a big problem with what the fans were doing, but what is that line? Where is that line? I want to know what that line is. If there are kids around, what are you allowed to say with kids around? And give me a bad and a good story from you as a fan at a sporting event. I want to hear your bad and good stories from a sporting event. So get on the panel right now. I want to hear from you. Let's go.
Don't be afraid. Get up here and tell us what you got.
The link is in the chat. Let's go. Let's see here. And you guys can put it in the chat and I'll answer any of you. Well, besides Joe Rogan's sports podcast is Pat. All right, and we got Robert.
Rogan that much.
What's up, Robert?
What up? Not
Robert.
crap. Driving into the office.
Driving into the office. I haven't seen you in a while. How you been?
Busy, man.
Busy.
Go to Vietnam next month. That'll be fun.
Yes, it will be. Are you? We're talking about fan experiences today. Do you have any good stories, good or bad, about players' interactions with fans or fan-to-fan interaction, or whatever at a sporting event?
No, I don't have anything crazy. Like, the only game I've actually ever been able to go to was our 2008 playoff loss.
That was in Miami, right?
Yeah,
was that in Miami?
was in Miami.
It was the Ravens.
Yeah, that
game,
was a Chad Pennington game where he threw 5 interceptions.
The most interesting thing from that game was seeing people act like freaking idiots over a damn towel.
Swear jar.
40 and 50-year-old men.
Oh, Robert, you want to talk about that?
That is a
Robert,
swear
you
jar.
Talk about that. I actually have a story about that. I just remember. You just actually brought it up. But go ahead, man.
You're good, dude. Like, just people were ridiculous, absolutely insane over nothing.
Two rows from under me where me and my buddy were sitting for that game. There was 2 Dolphin fans actually got into a fight over a freaking beer. Over a beer. I told you because
I would say 95% of fights at sporting events are centered or are initiated due to alcohol. Hands down.
Yes, that's correct. That is correct.
You could take it beyond that and say most fights are, especially
but just from the standpoint of the sporting events and what we talk about on a day-to-day basis, which is sports. But what I will also say to it is there are places like Fenway Park. I sat in center field for one of the games, and they don't serve alcohol up there. You have to walk around the stadium to the first or third base side to go get alcohol. They do not sell alcohol in center field. Because people were, because people for years were getting into fights in center field in Fenway Park.
I have a quick question about that, man. Who in their right mind will spend $15 or a freaking beer. Excuse my language.
I will. I will spend $15 on a beer if I want a beer at a
But
sporting
you're
event.
gonna-
I don't
but you're gonna
like
be
it,
drinking-
but I will.
But you're going to be drinking outside of the tailgate, though. You know, so
I
everybody
want.
has beer
When
there.
I'm at, first of all, let's get something straight. Beers are stupid expensive. They should not be that much.
They are.
Let's get that straight. But with that being said, I want to drink a beer when I watch a baseball game. So yeah, I'm gonna have a couple of beers inside the ballpark. Like that's gonna happen.
Why not just bring a flask?
Because nowadays I feel like there's metal detectors at everything you go to. Walking into
Don't get it made out of metal.
well, that's
well,
true.
all you have to do, you know, is pretty much, you know, what my wife does. You know, she sneaks alcohol in her shirt. So.
All right, let me bring on Rashad. What's up, Rashad?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up, my friend?
What's happening?
What's up,
man.
Rashad?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How y'all doing this morning?
It's a good day, man.
Right.
As Shake Money would say, it's another beautiful day in Zamunda.
I was gonna tell you about a experience as a fan at a Raider game I once went to. It was Raiders versus Cleveland. It was when they had Randy Moss, Lamont Jordan, and all of that, and Braylon Edwards' rookie year. Braylon Edwards' family was actually sitting right next to me.
Okay.
And the Raiders was up 20-0 at halftime. And the fans was talking so much trash to his family. And the Browns ended up coming back. And now the fans wanted to fight Braylon Edwards' family. And I don't know if it was a brother or uncle or whoever he was. He wanted to fight too.
Really?
And he took out about 4 Raiders fans with one punch each.
That's crazy, man.
Oh my God.
And that was a good, bad experience for me.
Andrevius, what's up, Andrevius? You're on mute.
What's
You're
up,
on mute.
Andrevius?
You're on mute.
Andrevius, how you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm all right. What folks crying about today?
Today, the topics are, I was watching the NBA Finals last night, and, you know, Twitter blew up because I was watching Twitter. I was on Twitter while watching the game, and, you know, they were like, F you, Draymond. And the question, and so there were reports that Draymond's girlfriend was getting cussed out by Boston fans, and what is good, what is bad. I don't think, from what further reports have indicated, they weren't necessarily cussing her out. It was just more they were cussing about Draymond in front of the kids, although great Draymond's in the post-game interview cussing with his kids right there. So what is allowed, what is not allowed from fans? Are Boston, like, what's the worst and best experiences you've had at a sporting event?
Listen, just first off, as long as they didn't touch his family and they didn't say anything personal about the family to them, I think trash talk is. If they were just sitting there talking they junk,
I agree.
who cares? What's the big deal? Am I crazy? Am I the problem?
I agree 100%.
I don't think I agree with that, because come on, man. I mean, you should know that his kids are there and his family.
Okay.
I mean,
You know,
Okay.
I get. How are you supposed to know his kids?
I pay thousands of dollars for these tickets.
I get what you guys are saying.
How do
It
you
ain't
know
even
if
about
some
money,
players'
son.
kids are there?
One at a
supposed to
time.
worry about
One at a
these
time.
kids?
One at a time.
But Alexander, how do you know if a player's kids are there? You don't follow the player. You're not following his bio. Like, you're not looking at the ticket sale. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah, but some
Draymond's
people
kids
tweet
are
it.
going to be there today.
But we're talking
hey,
about
Moncho, on top
Draymond.
of that,
And two, it's on
top of that, real
Draymond. You
quick,
know your situation with Boston.
It's
You know they don't
Draymond.
like you.
that
You know that you had
Draymond
beef.
is the most hated NBA player.
He's
in
a
the
tyrant.
NBA
He
right now.
talks
Listen,
You
it
know,
takes a lot.
crazy.
It
but
takes a
dude,
lot for me to defend
Draymond-
Boston fans because Boston fans are trash. They're the worst fans in like
That
all of
is-
sports.
No, Philly
They're
fans
trash.
are, Andreas.
And
Philly
most
fans.
That is
times,
true.
hold up.
most times they go over the line. I just don't
But
feel
that's
like I
true.
felt like they went over the line from what I heard yesterday.
But Andrevius, Draymond knew he had problems with Boston from the game before, from game 2, from that little scuffle, and they wanted him kicked out of the game. And 2, you're going into an opposing team's arena in the finals. What did you expect? They're gonna sit there and say, "Hey, Draymond, good game, man. Hey,
Leave them
Draymond,
kids at
No,
home.
no, this is one of the rare occasions where I'm
What
on
do you
their side.
expect?
I usually am not on the Boston fan side, but I'm like, they didn't even do nothing egregious this time. They just
If
talking.
Draymond's upset, he's stupid. You dumb.
Here's my stance on it. If you're gonna bring your kids, put them in a box.
Put them in a box.
You can do that. You can do that. Yeah.
Like owner's box or something like that. Don't put them with the
Like a
general
suite.
population.
You mean a suite. You mean a suite. Yeah, yeah.
And 2, his girlfriend's even more at fault. If you see it get that hostile, leave with the kids. You have freedom to leave. Catch an Uber. Don't worry, your man could afford it. Go back to the telly.
Bring your kids
wanted to be there to watch his dad.
Bring
watch
your
his dad,
kids at
man.
your own risk.
Clearly
Like,
the
come
kids
on
didn't
now.
want to be there if they're crying. And your dad is getting whooped anyway.
That's why they was crying.
If anything, that's
No,
why
real
crying 'cause of
talk.
them boos.
Last night he was in the post-game press conference. They were like, "So what was?" He's like, "I played like you know what. I played like crap."
Exactly. I'll cry
You
too
know?
if I saw my dad playing like
They
that.
should have cried right then and there for him saying what he
He
said.
scored. You know how many points Draymond scored last night?
2.
2.
No, 6.
Listen,
2
I'm
points?
over
And like
Draymond.
6
He had
I'm
2,
so
4,
over
and 2,
rebounds?
I believe.
It was 2.
Listen.
I thought it was 2, 4, and 6. But you might.
Listen, that man.
Might be 2, 4,
I would
6.
be in the
It was
stands right
something
now
along that
crying
line.
my eyes out like, oh God, my dad's on trash.
That man had the audacity to say the problem was he played too soft. No, Draymond, you were playing football. You were not playing soft.
You saw what he did to Tatum?
You just
Did
suck.
you see what he did to Tatum
just suck.
on the free throw line?
Yeah.
Free throw. He
They
wrestled
both
him.
were a
I'm like,
little. They both did a great.
and
All right,
Tatum had
now
his back
let
shoulder.
me ask you guys a question. Do Boston fans deserve any of the like? Is there a
Nope.
level of decorum that should
Nope.
be held at sporting events?
Nope. The only thing, it wasn't
A
racist.
level, no nudity.
Hold on.
No
It wasn't
racism.
racist. There was no.
Honestly,
and
exactly.
And
Go ahead,
hold on, and they weren't like they were talking about his dad just died. Hey, your dad just died, and laughing at him. Because fans actually, if you're playing and you just had like a tragic event, fans will actually show you love. They'll actually
will.
step up
That's
and
true.
clap.
That's
Well,
actually true. That's true. But here's
You
the
will
thing:
find the
if
one in the
you
crowd that won't, though.
if you
But I'm
if,
saying
but here's the
majority
thing:
of fans.
if the fans start getting on the case like F you, F this, what are you gonna do? You're gonna throw the whole arena out? You can't do that. Actually,
But they weren't
you can't
saying
throw the
that.
whole
They
arena out.
they weren't cussing at the kids. They were cussing at their daddy that was playing like trash. If anything, Golden State fans should have been cussing him out also for playing like that.
See, to me, I equate this the same way I did that corner from San Francisco. It's just something you're going to have to deal with being in the spotlight, being a star athlete.
I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah, just don't put your kids in the line.
it's a Golden State thing.
That's all there is to
Hey,
it. They don't
who?
give a crap about the audience.
All right,
His
who is?
girlfriend, baby mama, whatever she is, should have sat there and was smart enough to say, "Hey, you know what, kids? We're going to leave. It is not
Hey, you know
safe
what?
here."
You know what? Tua's mom listens to this show, and it hurts her feelings, too.
She does.
Talk see.
I heard Tua's mom.
Why are we bringing Tua into this? Let's not do that.
Hey, Dolphin Man. Who is Dolphin Man? I need to know who Dolphin Man is.
Take a guess.
EM Baller.
There you go.
EM Baller. EM Baller. David, what's up, David?
I don't have time to talk about Tua today.
What's going on,
man.
fellas?
Hey, just so y'all know, I just want to let everybody know the $10 timeouts are in full effect. The kicking
Why
people off.
you gonna say it? Why you gonna say it when I was the first one? Why you gonna say it when I was the first one to get kicked off?
Alexander already was. Alexander has been set in a 10-minute timeout already this morning.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the distinction as the first person. So I'm the first person who got kicked off for the day. So I take that crown.
Oh, you talking about yesterday?
The heck
Yeah.
are you taking a crown? The crown.
Hey, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight over that crown. We're gonna fight over that crown.
Hold on.
What's up?
No, the only crown goes to level 2 noob, putting his money where his mouth is.
Yo, that was hilarious. I think that was awesome, bro.
Did y'all see
Shout out to Level 2 Noob.
Did y'all see the tweet that I just shared that he tweeted to me? Here, let me put it
Bro,
up.
he has some good tweets. I look at it. He has some good tweets.
He says, just sitting here waiting to put that Stephen D timeout to use. Let's go. So good.
He's probably gonna get me. Let me say this, guys. I'm from up there. I'm from Rhode Island and Massachusetts area, and I'll tell you that Boston fans are horrible. But I'm gonna tell you to suck it up, man. Like words are nothing as long as they don't touch you.
California there's not a year mute, so you can donate $1,000 to mute somebody to ban them for 2 months. Or you can donate $10,000 to ban them for a lifetime.
What about $1 million?
I mean, if you donate $1 million, you can
If
pretty
you
much
donate $1 million, Steven's quitting. Everybody's quitting.
And everyone will
that part.
on me because
Say
I
it again,
made Stephen D retired.
Say it again, Aldrevius.
Everybody's banned. There's no show anymore.
Yeah, $1 million ain't nothing nowadays, though.
I would still do a show.
That show's gonna get real sketchy.
If someone
You
pays
just
you
do a show
$1
with
million,
Yeezys on.
That show is gonna be like in the middle of an island.
if someone pays you $1
Internet all
million,
sketchy.
you wouldn't quit.
Hell no, that's nothing. That's nothing nowadays.
Listen, if you give $1 million, sometimes you'll just do it. Now you know you're doing it for love.
If you spend it, yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you what.
Hire somebody else.
If somebody donates $1 million, I'll let y'all know what I do. Okay, y'all will see real quick.
If you had a problem with the quarterback ranking list before, imagine what it's going to be after Steven's got $1 million in the bank.
Steven, all I ask is $40 for gas. That's all. You get $1 million, you'll shoot me 40 for the
I know, right? I know, man. All right, Q, what's up, Q?
What's going on, guys?
Yo.
What's going on, man?
My bad experience when the Dolphins played the Texans.
What's up, Q?
Was me. What's going on? Was that
in Miami?
Yeah, when that was matter of fact, it was my birthday. It was my birthday.
Was that when we won we killed them?
Yeah, we blew them out. We blew them out bad. It was some Texans fans sits behind me, my brother, and my fiance at the time. And
Yo, guys, hold on 1 second. I gotta go. I gotta finish some jobs. I'll see you tomorrow. My birthday later.
All right, happy birthday,
no
David.
job, man.
I was about to say.
Go ahead, Q. Sorry, Q.
I was just saying the guys that sit behind us. They say, "Oh, you guys finna get murdered today, man. We're gonna obliterate you guys. We're gonna whoop you." By the second quarter, when it was like 28 to zip, these guys was mad. They were cussing out me and my brother. My brother's 6'3". I'm short. My brother's 6'3". He's cussing at my brother, throwing beer at us. I said, man, let's beat him up. My brother said, nah, wait till we get out in the parking lot. And they parked right next to us.
No way. That's karma like a mug, son.
If it wasn't for my fiance, we were about to beat them guys behind, man.
You know, I've been to Dolphin games.
That game was awesome.
I went to basketball games. I have never had a bad experience.
I'm right with you, Bonjo. I've never had no bad experiences.
I had a couple.
Like ever you two? Like you've never? Have you ever even?
I've been to a lot of games. I've been to a lot.
I have sat next to opposing teams, and we have high five each other. Nobody has ever wanted or attempted smoke with me. It's just always.
So let me ask you.
I've actually had opposing people buy me beer.
So do you think it has to do more with alcohol or has to do with people's personalities?
No,
it might be personality. I get drunk with people that I don't agree with that game.
No, sometimes
we were drinking and he bought me beer. I was like, oh, okay.
But sometimes
I was in Dolphin uniform.
Have a bad personality and they're drinking, it's bad if you sit next to that person. That was like one of the only times. It happened twice when I went to a Heat game and the Dolphins game. It was
I have never had a bad experience.
When I went to the Heat game, I was sitting up in the front, not on the court side, but close enough I could see everything. The guy was just getting out of hand, and I'm like, oh Lord, it was me, my nephew, and a couple of other little kids just cussing too much. I'm like, man, chill, man.
A kid was cussing?
No, this grown man cussing in front of my nephew and his little friends. I'm like, man,
So let me ask you: Do you have a problem with fans that are cussing when there's kids around? Like,
yes,
F you.
I do because I don't curse in front of my kids. So.
Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with it because I know the situation I'm going into. Like I went to a Dolphin game with my son, and somebody was cussing, and they apologized for cussing near my son. He's like, "Oh, my bad." I was just like,
but Joe, you gotta understand, Joe. You about 6'2", man. I'm 5'10".
Yeah, but here's the thing, guys. My wife, whenever we went to,
I know the situation.
I know. I just don't like
me and my wife, whenever me and my wife go to Dolphin games, and I was cursing, and I was cursing, and my wife will always tell me, "Stop, Alex! This kid's in front of us. You need to calm down. You're gonna get us kicked out." I'm like,
"Oh, you bugging? My wife cussed just as much as I do."
But hey,
I'm the only person when I go to the game. I'm just quiet and I watch the game. I don't get all animated like that. I'm just laid
By the
back
way,
person.
Steven.
I get passionate.
How's my
remote control
sound
took
coming
a
in?
beating.
Perfect. Good.
All right, because thanks to my sister-in-law, we back in the wireless world. You feel me?
Oh,
you
got earbuds around here.
You feel me? I told you, nobody got a sister. Y'all don't have sister-in-laws.
You got
like
to
I have
turn
a
your phone
sister-in-law.
sideways, though. That's the thing. You got to turn your phone sideways.
See, y'all don't have sister-in-laws like I have sister-in-law. If you don't have a sister-in-law like mine, don't get married to the person.
Okay.
Am I the only one that kicks back and says I'm going to enjoy the show when people start acting a fool?
No, I want to get in on that.
I sit back and enjoy the show. I don't get rowdy with people. I don't get rowdy on the fandom.
I like to antagonize people. That's what I like to do.
I think everybody went quiet.
I don't antagonize, but when they're a fool, I'll just let them be a fool.
You guys don't. So Von Joe or Andrevius, you've never seen a fight at a sporting event at all?
I've seen fights.
I have.
It's just never involved me.
I've never been involved.
So my question about you: what's the wildest, outrageous thing you've ever seen at a sporting event?
Oh, I seen like a dude and a chick try to fight, and the dude ended up getting jumped. And I was with my son. I was like, "That ain't none of my business." Because as long as y'all don't touch my little man,
he said, "That ain't none of my business."
Listen,
y'all touch my
I've
son.
seen
Okay.
somebody get drugged, messing with the wrong person, not knowing that they got 8 other people with them, and the people you with ain't gonna help you fight. Hey, big dog, you need to be a little bit more kind.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. You know the ramp when you walk it down after the game, after the Miami Dolphins game?
Yeah, the circle ramp.
It was after we beat the Jets. It was a home game. It was a Dolphin fan. He was saying, "We beat the Jets," and a Jets fan ran up and hit him in the back of the head. He didn't know he had like 15 people with him. They were rolling down the ramp fighting. That was so funny.
Damn. Depending on where you start, that's a long walk down.
That's a long road, man.
I've seen some brawls in the parking lot at Hard Rock Stadium.
Wait, in Baltimore? Hold on, you never
at
seen
Hard
fights
Rock.
in B-more?
Oh, I've seen fights in B-more. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, B-more is. I know.
Yeah.
I've been to B-more, Steven. I mean, it's not the. Yeah.
What's up, Pete? How are you, Pete?
Nothing much, man. Glad to hear from you guys. Wish I had more time.
Hey, Pete, just so you know, we have
I'm trying to make you some money. I'm trying to make you some money, Steven.
We got new rules.
I just told you I don't got much time, so I need y'all to donate to get me kicked out of here. Who's that guy, and who's gonna be that one?
I didn't know you knew the new rules, Pete.
Alexander already got kicked off once with his wild.
Alexander already got a 10-minute timeout. We'll see what happens. Keep on. Pete,
the
floor is yours, Pete. Go ahead, Pete. Pete, have you ever seen like a fight at the game, or you ever been involved in like a bad situation at a sporting event?
Man, you have no idea how crazy we are over here. I have literally fought my own blood cousin over the Dolphins. My own blood cousin over the Dolphins, and today we call each other and we bring it up and we're like, "Oh, we were crazy, bro." But
I don't know why you did that, Pete, because the Dolphins don't fight for you.
I'll tell you why. It was over. Listen, there's a little hindsight, all right? It was over Ronnie Brown, by the way. Ronnie Brown in 2011 or 2010 got us into a fight. But my ride got here, guys. I appreciate you. I wanted to say some more. I didn't think they were gonna get here fast enough, man. Golly, I wish I had more time with you guys.
Guys, I'm about to get out. I'm about to get out myself. I just got to work.
Oh wow.
You guys.
The two guys that
you
people
having
were
me
going to
on.
kick off. All right, Alexander, be good.
Hey, Steven, real quick, you have any updates on that yet or no?
Well, on Lamar Jackson?
No.
He still hasn't signed.
No, but I talked to him. I got to get with you. I got to call you off the air, bro.
All right, no problem.
All right,
I'll
man.
message you my number.
All right,
no
man.
problem.
Be good.
Yeah, have a good day, guys.
Yep. All right.
I thought you were talking about Lamar Jackson. That's the only update that really matters right now.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
We're not
I
doing
know
that.
the funniest one I saw.
Hey, we're not
at
doing
Hard
it.
Rock.
Hey, everybody else doing it for us.
Nope.
The funniest one I saw was at Hard Rock in 2017. A one-legged Notre Dame fan got so mad that they were getting blown out. He tried picking a fight with like 3 Miami fans in the bathroom.
Let's just say
smart.
that what you're
that's not
saying is
smart.
it didn't work out well for that Notre Dame fan.
And that's completely no joke. It was a legit one-legged Notre Dame fan on crutches.
Man. My man said you're going to get this work as long as you have one leg to stand on.
So I stand by that.
Hey, my man had a leg to stand on. You're going to get this work. I ain't mad at him.
I ain't mad at him either.
Have you guys, y'all not from the Bay Area, have y'all heard about the 49ers versus Raiders games? What happens in the bathroom?
We not in the bathrooms, but we were talking about that San Francisco and Oakland, fights. Like they're major baseball.
What happens in the
football.
bathroom?
There's more than a fight there. Some people don't make it out. There's literally been deaths.
Man. That's rough.
Yeah, like it's real bad, real bad.
Over sports, like come on.
I'm sure y'all heard when they was like they're going to stop the Battle of the Bay during the preseason. It's preseason football. That's the worst part.
Preseason?
This is preseason.
I remember that San Francisco and Oakland stopped doing preseason games against each other because there would be so many fights in the parking lot and in the stadium.
I would love to see what would happen if it was Oakland versus San Fran in the Super Bowl.
They both sucked. Oh God, no.
And the Super Bowl is in LA.
That'd be
dangerous, man.
horrific.
That'd be dangerous, man.
Yeah.
California, I don't think it's bad. Like everybody I talked to in Vegas said Vegas games, like it's not the same way as the black hole in Oakland anymore.
Oh no, for sure not. I haven't been to a Vegas game, but I'm nah.
Well,
It's
Oakland
nothing
hadn't
like
been Oakland in 10 years.
Yeah, they took the fun out of it, man.
Oakland has the Raiders have sucked for so long, and those fans are still the same. They can win 2 games.
I was gonna say, did the Raider fans become San Fran fans because that's the only team left in the Bay Area? I mean,
They said they just wouldn't watch football no more, but yet they still travel. They are so excited that the Raiders play the Niners for New Year's Day. And everybody's going. Niners fans, Raiders fans,
Vegas,
everybody's going.
So it's like, it's funny that you say that, Vaughn, because my wife used to make the joke before the stadium got redone. She's like, what are you going to do if the Dolphins ever move? I said, that's not even a funny joke. Like, don't even ever say that to me. Like, ever. And she would joke with me about it, and I would hate it. It's like the worst thing ever. And then seeing what happened with San Diego with the Chargers, I really feel bad for them because the Chargers had a decent team and their fans were loyal. It wasn't like their fans were bad,
They weren't loyal when they moved to that rickety stadium that year. Remember that year that nobody was in the stadium?
Well, that was in LA. That was when they went to San Diego to LA, but they had to play in a soccer stadium for 2 years.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was more Dolphin fans there than
because that place only held like 33,000 people, and there were more Dolphin fans. Yeah. Now that new stadium they have, SoFi, is dope. It looks dope.
Yo, that stadium is real nice. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's where they had the Super Bowl this year, and it was great. You guys realize the last 2 years, the Super Bowl winners have played in their home stadium?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. That's crazy.
And it never happened, ever happened before that. And 2 years in a row, the Super Bowl winners have played in their home stadium.
When do we host?
Not for like till 2026.
No time soon.
2026, I think.
Oh, brother.
So pencil us in for 2026. Yeah.
Super Bowl 2026. That's right, baby. Super Bowl.
Well, you bring up San Diego fans. What are all them St. Louis fans doing now? Are they Kansas City fans now?
They are mad.
Oh, I feel bad for St. Louis too.
They are mad. It's a lot of because a couple of my family members and friends are from St. Louis. They're really upset. They don't watch.
But did they show up to the game though? That's the thing.
They used to show. Well, I know my family members love football, so they show up to the game.
I mean, you can't be mad if they leave if you don't show up to the games.
So I have a friend who was a Rams fan, and during the Super Bowl, I'm like, "Damn, you happy your team in the Super Bowl?" He's like, "No, I'm a St. Louis Rams fan." I'm like, "Okay, I didn't know it was that person."
You took that hard, didn't you?
It's true. He's not lying. It's true.
Well, part of Kansas City's in Missouri, so they can claim that, can't they?
Yeah,
It's not the same, man. If you ever been there, they will get mad at you.
They still rock the same colors, so it's not like they changed their color scheme. Come on, guys.
Hey, man, half of something's better than a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, but
all right, so Phoenix is getting the Super Bowl this coming up year, and Las Vegas is getting it next year.
Wait,
Well,
Las Vegas?
never mind. That's gonna end because those two are not going to the next two Super Bowls.
Yep, and then New Orleans is getting it in 2025.
Oh no!
And then Miami,
this is cursed.
Miami is slated as the favorite. It's not official yet, but they're slated as the favorite
for 2026.
For 2026.
We got to put it in the petition to get it next year. Something. There ain't no way the Raiders about to get it.
The city got to chalk up the money that's bid on every year.
Miami has hosted the Super Bowl 11 times.
God damn.
Yeah. Swear jar.
It's a fun city.
Yeah.
Jeez, 11 times the Super Bowl played in our backyard.
5 times in the Orange Bowl.
And we haven't sniffed close to it lately. Doggone it.
Boy, they missed the Super Bowl by 1 year. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Who was in the AFC Championship game that year?
Which year?
1970 to 71. I thought it was us.
Boy, I was not even thought of at that time.
My parents were still young.
Right.
My parents probably didn't even meet each other at that time. What are you talking about? 1971.
AFC Championship games. So, hey. Championship games. All right, somebody asked me a question in the chat. Let's see here. Stephen D, did you see they suspended 17 golfers? I did not. They suspended
17 golfers for.
What do you do to get suspended?
What do we use? Improper clubs?
Well, dude, you laugh about that, but they did suspend.
That might be actually.
Yeah, Kevin, I think got last week or the week before, if I'm correct.
Wait, for improper clubs? I was just bored.
Yeah, Level 2 Noob says
real?
but it was nobody important, Alex. It was a bunch of C tier talent that went to the Live tournament. So there's the PGA Tour, and now there's this LIV Live Tour or Live tournaments, and these Live tournament golfers are PGA Tour suspends, including Phil Mickelson.
What?
Wow.
He's old.
But Phil Mickelson still brings in the draw.
the name. It's just like Tiger Woods. Like Tiger Woods still bringing the draw, but he's trash now. So.
Oh, so golfers who joined the LIV, hearing that the PGA Tour suspended them. Wow. All right, very interesting. So does that mean they can't? Does that mean they can't be in like the U.S. Open or any of the big four?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty
I would
much.
guess so. Yeah.
I know. Isn't Tiger Woods not playing the U.S. Open this year?
Well, he's not playing the U.S. Championship or whatever it is.
I mean, let's be honest though. Let's be honest. They could shut down the PGA Tour tomorrow. There's probably about 5,000 people in the country that would care.
I think golf's a lot bigger than people think it is. Like it's a lot bigger than people give it credit for.
I'll take your word for it.
Sergio Garcia, Dustin Johnson, Phil Mickelson, Kevin Na, and Lee Westwood are like the big names that I see here.
I was gonna say, isn't Sergio Garcia like a green jacket person? People.
Yep, Sergio Garcia won a green. Dustin Johnson did. All these players, though. Yeah.
Why they got suspended for? That's the question, Steven. Why they got suspended?
Because they're going to play on the other tour, the rival tour.
So pettiness. Yeah.
Pettiness.
Okay.
Yep. Now this other tour is in Saudi Arabia.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
heard
other
about
thing.
that.
I would have went to that tour too.
Listen,
Yeah,
hey man,
it's paying twice as much from what I heard.
listen, Steven, if they going to Saudi Arabia to go play the tour, listen, I'll suspend them too. Lord knows what they're got going on over there.
Uh-oh.
There's some sketchy things that happen over there when you got money.
Suspend me.
I got a question.
You go,
Steve.
Yeah, but Phil Mickelson got $200 million from them. You know.
Yeah.
And
Peace out.
his total career earnings on the tour, I think, have added up to that, or a little bit less than that.
Oh, suspend me twice then. I'll holler at you until
Exactly.
Yeah, but he makes more money from his endorsements, right? So
Again, suspend me twice. I'll holler at y'all.
Let's see how good your ratings do with all of us suspended. See you later.
Johnson and Phil got like 125 or 150. I thought it was more than that personally, but still,
let me go chill out with the Sheiks. I'll holler.
I got a question. What network you think old Fitzmagic fixing to end up on?
You know, it's funny. I was having the conversation about that with somebody through
Amazon or
DMs
YouTube?
on Twitter, and I think Fitzmagic ends up on a pregame show or a postgame show somewhere, and I think Amazon or YouTube will be 100%, 100. And honestly, if they were smart, Fox would do it, because Fox's number one booth people right now are Greg Olson and
Trash.
Yeah, Greg Olson is part of their number one team now that Joe Buck and Troy Aikman left.
I mean, here's the thing: if they could let him cut loose a little bit, that would actually probably be pretty good. I mean, he may put out another rap album.
Could you imagine Ryan Fitzpatrick and Pat McAfee on a stream together to watch a game?
Oh wow,
bro!
Yeah.
Tell me you wouldn't tune in every Thursday night to see that.
It depends.
I would. I'd be there every Thursday night.
It depends on what.
Matter of fact, I'll give you my dream scenario: Pat McAfee, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Marshawn Lynch every Thursday night. Give it to me. Unraw. I want it raw.
I'm gonna be honest.
Is Fitzpatrick streaming from home?
Like
With all those kids in the
I
background?
would pay to see that. I would.
Is Ryan Fitzpatrick really that interesting, or do we make him that interesting?
No, I think
feel
he's
like
I think he's really that interesting. No, his
personality besides have a beard.
No, dude. The dude
He just has a beard.
No, he's got chest hair too. Don't forget that.
He's got a beard and chest hair, and it looks cool.
And
He has never
37
said anything
kids.
interesting. Y'all be making that up.
Dude, I think he's got a personality on 100, son. Like seriously.
Show me where his personality is showing.
All right. Challenge yourself.
Dude's in press conferences after games looking like an American Conor McGregor. I guarantee you he's got some funny stuff to say.
Yeah, he put on
he looks like the
Deshaun
cousin from
Watson's
Duck
chains,
Dynasty. That's
and
what he
we
looks
said
like.
he had a personality after that.
Deshaun Jackson. We don't speak of that other name here.
No, my bad. My bad.
What's wrong with Deshaun Jackson? Was he on a show recently?
No. I said Deshaun Watson on accident.
Oh.
All right, hold on. All right, I don't know. This is about a minute long. We'll see. We'll check it out.
I was out there playing. My helmet came down on me. Is this live?
Of course. Wait, what?
Hey, DJ. I got like 2 more because DJ needs his stuff back.
Right.
Wait a minute, you mean I borrowed your stuff. Sorry. Yeah, I borrowed your stuff. Sorry, Deshaun.
Yo, this man wilding.
The chest hair is mine.
Okay, that was good. I like that one.
And I actually think it was Thanksgiving or it was over some holiday meal, and I thought I took them all out. And we're getting a little romantic later in the night. The wine's flowing.
Yeah, he's
playing carrot. Up, stop.
Whoa.
So he had one great moment in a 17-year career, and
No,
we think
get out of here, bro.
The other 2 are trash. You didn't even laugh. I looked at you. I watched you. You didn't laugh.
Man, people find Tony Romo entertaining.
Come
But the American
bro.
Conor McGregor can't get no love.
Don't
Somebody
don't hate on Fitzpatrick.
Somebody pulling
son.
out a baby carrot out of their beard when they're about to get busy with their wife is.
That's funny. That's a funny.
Steven, have you ever had a baby carrot in your beard?
I have not, but I'm sure I could if I let this thing grow. Dude,
maybe I've got a weird sense of humor because I was.
All right,
like,
so if you check it out, if you could have 3 people to listen to on a Thursday night game, raw, unedited, who would it be?
Listen, I'll give Ryan Fitzpatrick a
football
shot,
players?
but I think y'all pretend like he's entertaining, and he hasn't proven that at all.
I think they were talking about Greg Olson a minute ago. I need y'all to go back and listen to that 7th Floor Crew album again, because that dude I think could be a trip on a Raw show.
But Greg Olson on Fox, America's Game of the Week.
I said on a Raw show.
Yeah, with Joe Davis, I think it's going to be trash. Like, no offense to Greg Olson or Joe Davis, like great guys, right? But like, if you're the number 1 team on a major network, like you need to be, and yeah, Fox was stupid for letting Joe Buck and Troy Aikman go. They never should have done it, ever. And it's funny that ESPN picked him up.
Wasn't Greg Olson already working for Fox last year, and he was trash?
Yeah, he was trash last year. But that just tells you, like, they don't like if they were smart, Fitzpatrick would come in and be the number 1, like or color, and put him with Joe Davis and see how that works. I think that would be a better opportunity than Greg Olson would.
Omar Castro in the comments. I mean, they would never do this because that they don't want it.
Nah,
Channing Crowder would be great.
Yeah, but that won't happen.
That would be
I love
way.
Channing.
Wait.
Chad Johnson might be better.
Whoa. Which Channing Crowder? The one that used to play for Channing Crowder?
Yes.
Yeah.
OMG, no. No.
Like, so no. Here's the thing. We're not talking network. I'm talking about Thursday night. You pay $5 for it, and it's raw and uncensored. I would do that for Pat McAfee.
Anybody or athletes only?
Because
there's some YouTubers out there. I would love to.
Well, Stephen D, of course. Thank you for saying that, Rashad. Thank you. I knew that's where you were going with it, so I just said it for you. I would love to see Pat McAfee. I like Dan Orlovsky with Pat McAfee too. Those 2 guys are funny as hell. Who else?
See, Dan Orlovsky gets on my nerves.
Yeah, but so 3 or 4 years ago, they had Dan Orlovsky and Pat McAfee on the sideline together at the NCAA at the football championship game, Alabama and whoever, and they were hilarious on the sideline. Like it was too funny.
Whoever
and
ESPN
was getting
whoever doesn't like Dan Orlovsky are hating because his pants don't cover his ankles.
I will
I
say
don't.
this about Dan Orlovsky.
You
Dan
know what Dan
Orlovsky,
Orlovsky is? Dan Orlovsky is like a 15% more entertaining Max Kellerman.
Dan Orlovsky, the only thing that really annoys me about him is he is the ultimate cheerleader. I actually used to like try to use him for quarterback analysis, but then I realized after a while he doesn't say bad things about quarterbacks, like at all. He won't say a negative thing about a
Because
quarterback.
everybody
ever.
told him his whole career he was trash, so he doesn't like that.
That ain't stop. That don't stop Mark Sanchez. That don't stop Brady Quinn.
Mark Sanchez went to 2 AFC Championship games. Call it what you want.
Mark Sanchez was trash.
I'm not denying.
Tua is better than Mark Sanchez. Yeah, I
Sims
said
a
it.
play called in practice, and he still trashes other quarterbacks.
Butt fumble.
Mr. Butt Fumble himself.
Listen, Dan Orlovsky, I'll just be like, oh my God, is every quarterback going to be great? Like, Jesus Christ, no quarterback has flaws if you listen to Dan Orlovsky.
Dan Orlovsky says everything is awesome, okay? Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Everything's better when you're part of a team. Hashtag things you sing when you have kids. Go.
You don't talk about
let it
Bruno.
go.
No.
Let it go.
And my daughter listens to a bunch of Korean pop. I don't know none of those songs.
Wait. We don't talk about Bruno.
Exactly. We don't.
No.
Listen, that hits at my house.
Well, that's the jam in my house. I don't know what you're talking about. We start.
I don't even have kids.
What?
Yeah, I'm drinking sweet. All pause.
Why are we pausing? Wait, what happened?
So you listen to this stuff on your own?
You know, when everybody hypes up the movie, I got to give it a shot too.
Tell me you're not. And so, hey, real talk. Are you not excited to see Buzz Lightyear?
No, I am not.
No,
dude,
I'm with Andre.
I think they're gonna ruin it.
No,
honestly.
bro, I think it's gonna be great.
I come to the conclusion: creatives are no longer creative. They're just
dog.
They're gonna ruin that.
I promise you on
idea of
everything, my
Buzz
guys.
Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear is gonna be top
If they
5
come out with a
movie of the
Woody
year.
movie,
Top 5
oh
movie
my
of the year.
gosh.
You know the Woody movie is coming next.
Oh, that'll be so terrible.
I was
How did
done
Woody get
with-
a movie before? I mean, how did Buzz get a movie before Woody?
Well, he's a more interesting character. He has a backstory.
He has a backstory. Yes.
I mean, there's been Woody movies. Just watch a Clint Eastwood movie. And that's probably the same thing as a Woody.
Woody understood what he was. Buzz did not.
Buzz understood the backstory.
You're a toy, Buzz.
Yeah, Buzz
guess
has
that makes
backstory for his character.
Buzz.
Woody was just like, nigga, I'm a toy.
Buzz.
Believe it or not, Woody is the other guy on Brokeback Mountain.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
Listen, I don't put it past
I don't
Disney.
know who the other guy is since I've never seen that movie, but
Listen, I do not put it past Disney or Pixar. Don't do that.
Pause.
Listen, these are the same people that had penises popping up left and right on kid movies. The Little Mermaid, the Little Mermaid's Castle. Come on.
You saw that video of all that? Of how
these people are sickos.
Pixar does do a lot of sneaky stuff. They're real creative with it.
Hey, come on, man.
You gotta put in something interesting for the adult.
They actually leave Easter eggs in a lot of their movies for future movies or sometimes past movies. It's pretty dope when you actually find out.
If you go look at the Toy Stories, 2, 3, 4, there's a lot of Easter eggs of other Disney movies in those. And Toy Story 4 has a lot of them.
I think Toy Story 4 has Toy Story 3 has some Monster Inc. stuff in it.
Yeah. So it
the
makes me
first
ask
one
who
that
they
I
really
think.
making the movies for. Because what 10-year-old cares about an Easter egg?
I'm not 10, but I do care about it. I think it's good.
So are they making the movies for
That's
the kids
something
or you?
Marvel
That's
should
the question.
They're
making the movie for Stephen D.
They're making the movie for Stephen D.
They clearly are, because my son don't give a two rats.
But hey, Bon Joe, Jamal wanted to know how are penises interesting for adults?
Oh, that was me who said that. I
Oh.
said I'm just saying that they got to put some like weird adult content. So Whatever. Hey.
Oh, I'm gonna say what? Excuse me.
Joe was like, "What did you say? What did you say?"
I was like caught off guard by that. I'm like, wait, what? I don't know. Maybe if I have to explain to you why penis are interesting for adults, I mean, there's a sex ed a class I could refer you to. Come on.
Y'all are too. They're in the chat right now, cracking up.
I don't know what to tell you about that one.
I'm still mad they never finished making Thundercats. Like, WTF, man.
Thundercats? Wait.
You a grown man worried about Buzz Lightyear when they about to F up White Man Can't Jump with what? They're doing
They're
what?
remaking.
No. Are you kidding me, Level 2 Noob? I don't believe it. I'm
Who's
looking
gonna be
it
the
up.
star?
I need to know this.
Justin Bieber.
I would die.
It's gonna be Harlow. Is Harlow gonna be the
Oh
star?
my God! Don't even put that in the air. Don't put that in the universe.
I lie to you not. Look, I lie to you not.
Gonna
Are
be
you
Zac
ready?
Efron.
Are you ready?
That's what I
Bonjo
was
just
thinking.
nailed it.
No. You lying.
Jack Harlow.
Oh my
Jack
gosh!
Harlow.
I was joking.
Is that Yaya?
Harlow.
I was joking. This is not true. This is not happening in this world.
Oh, that's gonna hurt my feelings.
This is not happening. Jack Harlow is not really playing White Man Can't Jump.
Jack Harlow.
That's terrible.
You were joking about it, and that was real. That's a real
This is
thing.
insulting to Woody
Joe. Holy cow, you were joking about that, bro.
Oh God, you can't make this up.
Why? Oh, I guess he can play basketball a little bit. Those celebrity tournaments, he's been hooping. They
He's the
say.
epitome of White Man Can't Jump. Oh my gosh, he fits the role. It fits. Low key,
It doesn't fit.
It does. He's
Hey,
a white guy.
hey, Woody Harrelson's white. Jack Harlow's white. It fits.
Woody was a white man
that was
playing
into the culture.
Let's think about it.
He wasn't into the culture.
Let's think of another. Let's think.
And
Yes, he was.
He was into the culture.
He was 100%. And
Was
you
he?
got to. Yes. And let's
Yes.
not get it twisted. He had Rosie Perez, my guy. Come on now, like.
Oh, I remember that. I mean, the last time I watched it, I was a little intoxicated.
He was into the
but
culture, and people kept.
I need you to go back and watch that. Yeah.
Because they thought that he wasn't authentic, and they thought he was inauthentic
when he was trying to hustle people at the court.
yeah, they were ringing people. I remember.
He played the corny white guy, but
he was really
yeah. He had. Come on now.
Yes.
It's this. Yeah,
now, if you want to be real,
I'm just not a Jack Harlow fan.
I'll tell you who should play Woody Harrelson's character in the reboot. It should be the professor from And One.
That'd be.
Or Tyler Hero.
Nah.
Tyler Hero would be good, but he's too tall.
I don't know if he can.
He's too tall. He's too tall. It wouldn't work.
Slim Shady, what's up, Slim Shady? Are you hearing this nonsense about White Man Can't Jump being
But I am excited about the new Jurassic Park movie.
I'm going to say this. I'm about sick and tired of remakes. It was done right the first time. So whoever idea it was to do a remake of White Man Can't Jump, I hope you bump both of your knees on the coffee table and dive slow down in front of your family. Stop it. Come up with an original thought.
There are no original thoughts anymore. That's a problem.
Have you guys seen the preview to Black Adam?
Yes, that looked dope, man.
I haven't seen it yet.
No,
Someone sent me the
lie.
link. I just haven't watched it yet.
Is
I'm
he
burnt out on
one of those
superhero movies
anti-heroes?
at this point.
Black Adam?
So Black Adam is Aldravius. Have you seen the new Black Adam?
Yes, and I can't even get myself to get pumped up over this movie because I feel like he plays The Rock in every movie he's in. He's not going to play Black Adam. He's going to play The Rock as Black Adam.
First of all, that's very disrespectful to say about Dwayne Johnson. Okay?
No, he's going to
that man is a hero.
He's going to be playing The Rock in a Black Adam costume.
Level 2 noob, you have literally crapped on every movie we have talked about so
He's
far.
going to be playing The Rock with a Black Adam
Hey,
costume.
but on the good side, he's cleared out the entire East Coast of all the steroids to get ready for that movie.
Yeah,
God.
that is very
That is
true.
hilarious. That's hilarious. He's playing The
Okay.
Rock
Y'all
dressed up
some
as Black
haters.
Adam.
Y'all that's just you sound like a hater, Andrevius. That's what you sound like.
So you telling me Dwayne Johnson doesn't play The Rock in his movies?
I mean, it just so happened that every role he gets, he's indestructible. But
Do you?
know.
Let me ask you. Do you
Can
like?
somebody sit there with a straight face and say that he is a good actor? No,
Yes.
he's not.
Yes, he
I
is.
can say
He is.
he is
He's a
very
good
good.
actor, bro.
He's a good
Stop
actor.
it.
He is very good at acting like the people's champ.
Didn't they get on his?
He's very good at looking like a big
What
idiot
the
on
Rock
steroids.
is cooking.
I think his daughter's a wrestler
Finally,
now, right?
The Rock has come back.
Steven,
Sorry,
if I believe so, I
I
think
got a little carried
there was
away.
a big social media thing because his daughter's a wrestler, and she went by some other name versus calling herself the Pebble, and everybody got on her about that.
The Pebble.
Like everybody wanted her to be named the Pebble, and she went by some other stupid name. And literally everybody got on her case
Because the
about it.
Pebble's not a stupid name either. Get out of here with that.
No, because it's The Rock's daughter, so they was like,
I got the joke. I got the
she
joke,
missed out on
Macho.
opportunity. Everybody was so mad that she missed out on the opportunity of not naming herself the Pebble.
Now she could have been
I
called
cannot.
Pebbles. Pebbles comes to the ring. The following is a one fall slated for the women's division unification belt. Coming to the ring, Pebbles.
Hey, I would have been here for it.
Did anybody see that that video clip that went around of Brian Kelly trying to do that fake Southern accent from his first press conference at LSU? That he did a better job than The Rock did at a Southern accent.
No way. Y'all some haters, man. The Rock's a good actor.
What movies have you played that he's not an action star?
Okay. Not an action star. All right, well, let's go through his list. Let's
I
go
was gonna
through
say
his
that's like saying Jason Stevens.
I am
or whatever his name is has depth in his characters.
What's the name part where he was like the undercover agent or something? But they were friends.
Rashad, you're breaking up.
Did you switch to your car audio?
Yeah, did you switch to car audio? All right, let's see here. Dwayne.
If you're talking about the one with Kevin Hart, that was an action movie also.
Jumanji. I love Jumanji.
No, he played two with Kevin Hart, where he was a FBI agent.
Yeah, FBI agent.
The original Jumanji was better with Robin Williams.
All righty. You ready? Let's
Is that
go.
better?
Yeah. Stop turning left.
Red Notice. Red Notice
It was
on,
right.
on Netflix. Good movie. Him and Ryan Reynolds. Good movie.
Stop it. That was
That was a good movie, but he
that
was
was
The
a
Rock
good
again.
movie, man.
That
was a really good movie.
I am not arguing that he has no good movies. I'm arguing that he is The Rock in every movie he's in.
The one where he was the nerd, the nerdy super detective was a good movie. That was different for him.
Perfect example to his
Jungle Cruise.
Perfect example to his point, though. What you were just talking about. Perfect example to his point. What you were just talking about. Ryan Reynolds plays Ryan Reynolds in every movie that he's in.
Ballers. He wasn't The Rock in Ballers.
He was not The Rock in Ballers. And Ballers was terrible. I don't care what any of you say.
What?
Answer this question.
Somebody pay $10 to give this man a timeout.
I'm going to ask you a very simple question. I'm going to ask you a very simple question. I'm going to ask you a very simple question because nobody can ever answer this question. What was that show about?
I mean, it was about football players.
Exactly. The show didn't have a plot. It was so fucking terrible. I'll pay my fee.
I stopped watching after the first episode.
It was so bad.
So let me ask you. Do you not? Do you not like
people love football, so they go.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Do you like Entourage? You like Entourage?
Football players.
No.
You didn't like Entourage?
I didn't watch Entourage, so I'm just saying no.
But Entourage wasn't about football players. It was about the agents, mainly the agents.
Dude, that's a good show, bro.
Ballers?
Yes.
Ballers was
Bonjo, go watch 3 episodes of Ballers. Just 3. And come back and tell me it's good. I dare you.
You ain't got to watch 3 to figure out that it's terrible.
It's so terrible.
Y'all are some haters.
Like, where is this going?
I know.
Level 2 noob, you're a hater. You're a hater.
The first episode had me like, what's going on?
Hey,
Entourage
shout out
was
to
like
The
20
Rock for putting that criminology degree to good use, though.
But by
It
the
was
way,
like 20
shout out
minutes
to there was a
of
couple
30
good
different
spaces
subjects.
Steven, you don't go on Twitter Spaces?
What?
You don't go on Twitter Spaces? You know, hop in, listen to people.
I listen.
Steven's not
Yeah,
built for the Twitter
Ennis had a
space.
good Twitter space.
Oh wow, that's
Batman had no. You got to go to the right one. Batman had a good Twitter space.
Steven, I
So shout
bet
out
you
to them.
think the second Space Jam was better too, don't you?
Hold up.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna upset everybody. The second Space Jam was good. I'm not gonna
The
say
second
it was better
Space
than the
Jam
first,
was good.
but
It
was a
was
good
its
movie.
own. Two things people need to realize. Number one, the movie was made for kids. Let's just get
That's
that
the
straight. Okay?
that's definitely the first thing they
Okay,
should realize.
that's the first thing. Number two, it was a good movie, and it was built for this era and the way that everything. Is it better than the first one? No,
No.
it's not. But it's different.
I can't
than
even
the
say
first
no.
one.
I feel like you have to separate the two. You have
You
to
definitely have to
separate
separate the two, but it's still not better. The first one was built.
Level 2
The
noob says,
timeline of it was
I've
good.
seen pornos with better pop
It's perfect.
lines than
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest. One thing I've come to notice, as I get older, is that
dead, yo. I'm so dead. That is the
I've
line
seen,
of the day.
I've seen pornos with better acting than The Rock's in too.
Oh my
God,
God.
that is harsh. That is harsh.
Hey, I'll
most
tell
of
you
us
what,
can't
Marty.
separate
No,
our nostalgia.
LeBron can act. LeBron did that comedy with Bill Hader, and
Where he plays LeBron.
Oh my God! But it was funny though, man. It
Where he
was
plays LeBron?
hilarious. And John Cena was in it too.
You know, playing
I think.
yourself in a movie is not acting, right?
All right, let me ask you. I'll say this. Can I concede to this? And can we all? John Cena is a better actor than The Rock.
No.
They're both terrible on par with each other.
No, bro. Have you ever seen Blockers?
If
He's
you wanna
not playing. That's not an action movie.
The Rock is in
Blockers
bad
is
actor.
crazy
Okay,
funny.
listen. If you want to say John
Just
Cena is
poses
1A
the same
and The Rock is 1B, when it comes to being terrible, I'll give you that.
Man, go watch Blockers. Go watch this movie called Blockers, and come back and talk to me about.
I went and watched the 472nd Fast and the Furious and saw John Cena's a terrible actor.
Oh my God! You know what? Part of this show is
Oh God!
foundation.
Oh
is,
God! Why
is,
did you do this, Slim
is
Shady? Slim
family,
Shady, I hate
is
you.
family, and don't you ever disrespect the Fast and Furious franchise on here. How dare you? How dare you? Vin Diesel's a national treasure. That man should have statues built for him.
Hey, they've been doing that movie so long. Vin
crazy.
Diesel started that series with one chin. And now
National
he's got
treasure.
6.
Vin Diesel is.
I'm pretty sure he's.
Hold on. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Family. Family.
I hate you so much right now, Slim Shady. I hate
Family.
you.
Family. Family.
Matter of fact.
Bye-bye, Slim Shady. Bye-bye, Slim Shady. You gotta go for 10 minutes. A 10-minute timeout. It's 11:28. You can come back at 11:38.
Anybody who makes
10-minute
Steven B
timeout.
start talking about Fast and Furious.
Family. I love
Oh
Fast
my
and Furious.
God.
It's great.
Oh my freaking God. Why do you pretend like those are good movies?
I was single with no kids when that movie came out.
Blake McDonald says it fell off after the third movie.
Tokyo Drift?
Tokyo Drift was amazing. Are you kidding me? Don't you disrespect that.
I'm shocked everybody knows which
Fast
one is
and
number
Furious
3.
is the worst franchise.
I lost
Level
count
2 Noob
so
has
long ago.
literally hated on every movie we have talked about and every actor we have talked about so far.
Twilight was
I just don't like the lack of continuity, first of all. How the heck was the Ludacris like just some regular street racer, and then like 2 movies later he's like some super genius who like is into tech and all this stuff.
Cadillac
He
Grills, Cadillac Spills.
Hold on, no,
Could they at least tell us about his trade school that he went to or something? They don't tell us anything.
Andreas, I gotta
So what you're saying is you want more character. You want to know?
No, hold on, Andreas. I gotta give you pushback to this. When he got introduced to the series, he was hacking into bridges and lifting bridges up for races.
Yes,
he was.
Yes.
Oh,
He
I
hacked
gotta go
into
back
that bridge
and
and
rewatch
lifted
it
up.
then. Because I feel like he was a regular guy.
And let's be honest, aren't we happy that it's Ludacris and not Ja Rule? Monica!
Sorry.
Menage! Ja Rule is a horrible actor, by the way. I did not believe him.
And all lately.
Wait, what movies
I
was
don't
Ja
want to
Rule
go
in?
crazy. Yo, there's a
The
really
one with
good.
Ludacris got introduced.
No, real talk. There's a really good movie with Ja Rule and Steven Seagal called.
Oh God, I
my
don't even
God.
want to hear what you're about to say.
I know what you're talking about. I can't.
It's a great movie. It's really good. It's a really good movie.
Worst rapper turned actor, T.I.
What is it?
Fight
Ja
me if you
Rule.
want. Nobody's a worse
and-
actor than T.I.
Ja Rule and Steven Seagal.
Half Past Dead.
Half Past Dead. That's my movie. I can watch that movie from anywhere.
It sounds like a horrible movie.
It's not a horrible movie. It's great.
Bruh, I Google it and the first thing I see is Steven Seagal and his do-rag. Please, no. God, no. God, no.
You gotta watch it. It's
So
good.
you know it's a trash movie. No, it's trash.
Ja Rule and Steven in prison. Great movie. It's a great movie.
Steven
It's
Seagal
really
is the
good.
worst action star ever because I don't understand how somebody can
Concrete
move so
Slick
slow.
says it's clear Stephen D has low standards when it comes to movies.
How could somebody do karate so slow and win? Like literally, he's literally.
You guys have literally just like talked about half of the action movie stars in Hollywood. Like it's nothing. Boy, y'all some haters. Mr. Polk, tell them they a bunch of haters, Mr. Polk.
Listen, I'm doing Steven
Come on,
Seagal
y'all.
karate
Y'all
right
gotta
now
stop
for
the hate.
training.
Stop the
All right?
hate now.
It was
one movie I like that The Rock did do was called Rampage.
Rampage was good, yeah.
Action movie that he played himself.
Okay, that's okay, but I like
He's
doesn't
not
have
a
depth in
bad
his acting.
actor though. How can you say
Yes, he
he's a
is
bad
because he
actor?
doesn't have no depth in acting.
I bet you won't say it to his face.
I would. I'll look at him and say you're trash.
All right, in the back room right now we have no.
What are you gonna do? He's gonna hit me? All right, thank you. I'll sue.
And come on now, the man from down here in Miami, he was a former Miami.
What does
Hurricanes
that
player.
mean? There's a lot of people down here. in Miami
Don't worry
that
about
can't
it.
act.
Walking Tall's another good one. Yep. Another good movie.
Again, action movie that he plays himself. He plays a mad version of himself.
Boy, y'all some haters, man.
Yeah,
Just straight
He's
haters.
from Miami. Okay, guess
Next
what?
thing you know, you're gonna be telling me Denzel Washington is a bad one too.
Yeah, you probably.
No, Denzel Washington actually has depth in his character.
I got cases out on each one of y'all. King Kong ain't got nothing on Steve. Okay.
American Gangster and Training Day, same person. Different era.
Wow.
No, seriously. You replace my nigga.
Did you
with my
just
man.
criticize Denzel?
No, it's the same person.
Somebody
In
paid
Training
$10
Day-
to get Von Joe off.
In Training Day, he was like, my nigga.
That's straight disrespect.
In American Gangster, he's like, my man. He's the same person.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He's like, my nigga. in training day, he was like, my man. He's the same person.
All right. Okay. All right. I know I played this before, but my favorite is where is it? I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna get flagged, but I don't care because it's so good.
Are you talking about Denzel movie or Rock movie?
So it's Denzel parody.
Oh, okay.
So it's a whole bunch of.
One that I like. He did two of them that I really like.
All right, so this is like 8 minutes long, and yeah. So let me pull this up. This is really good. This is a whole bunch of people. Some of you may know, some of you may not. But this is all impersonations of all the characters from Denzel. All right, so y'all watching? Here we go.
This is a man's
Oh, Andrevius!
This is a man's
You're going for 10 minutes, Andrevius. It's 11:34. Come
but
back.
it wouldn't be nothing. Nothing.
He's gonna go hang out with y'all Rule at Shaq's house.
Liquor in the front, poker in the rear.
Who's it on? Let's go, John.
Boom.
11:40.
You never know. I'm folding.
Sometimes you gotta know when to fold it.
I just landed a plane, saved a lot of lives, and guess what? I guess today's my lucky day. All right.
Sucker. Not so fast. You see, what we have here is considered a royal flush.
Hey, no way in hell that's right, huh? Oh, hold on. I think think you had a little too much to drink tonight. I got dealt a broken hand, and I demand a redeal.
Let me explain something to you. The rules to this business. And in dealing with business, you got honor and you gotta have integrity. You understand what I'm telling you? I said honor and integrity. Now this is a royal flush. I guarantee you that. I stand by it.
So what are you telling me? You telling me you want me to pay up? That's what you're telling me?
You know why? Because I insist that you do.
Oh shit. Huh? Oh, look what we got here. Huh? Whoa. You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Frank.
Good. I suppose you have a warrant to be here?
Huh?
Good, very good. Okay. Allow me to indulge you in a little story. When I was 6 years old, police run up in my house with a warrant, and they stick a double-barrel shotgun in my nephew's mouth, busting his front teeth out. They says, read the warrant. He says, I don't want to read the warrant. They say, read the warrant. He says, I don't want to read the warrant. They say, read the warrant. He says, I don't want to read the warrant. And they blow his fucking brains out all over the street. Moral of the story is, he didn't want to read the warrant because he couldn't read the warrant. Because he was a 6-year-old little baby. He hadn't learned to read yet. So I don't give a fuck about a warrant then. I don't give a fuck about a warrant now.
Look, I'm here for the money, Frank. Frank, give me the money, Frank. Huh? Give me the money.
Yeah, get all that, huh? That's Blue Magic. That's a brand name. I stand by.
That is illegal narcotics. And around a firearm, you're looking at 20 to life with your record, Frank. So you want to give me the money or you want to go to jail?
No, I don't accept that.
You don't accept what?
I don't accept that. I reject that out of hand. Hey,
I reject
listen,
that out of here.
my son needs that money in order for him to live.
John Q was killed today during the serving of a high-risk warrant in Echo Park. Police spokesperson says he is survived by his wife and dying son. Shit gets deeper, John. You get the picture?
Yeah. I get the picture. I get the picture. Hey, I get the picture and I double tap on that picture, huh? I may put a filter on that picture.
Hey, cowboy, you got mad squabbles on
Hey, that's what we doing, huh? Hey, you crossing line, I'm crossing the line, the whole damn system's crossing the line. I don't think you understand what I'm talking about, huh? I'm gonna do whatever it takes for my son to live.
Hey, pimp to pimp, player to player, I don't think you'll do it.
I don't think you understand what I'm talking about. Huh? I'm his father, might as well be me.
Whoa,
John, sit down.
I won't accept that. Do not kill yourself.
It's not like stepping on ants, John. It takes a man to kill himself.
I'm not gonna bury my son. My son is going to bury me.
If he blows his own brains out, he gets blood and guts all over the money. And that's $25,000. You can't wipe blood off that. You block that.
I don't think you got it in you, John. Huh? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get this money and I'm gonna get my gun, huh?
Hey, you don't think I'm gonna do it, huh?
You know why? Because you ain't gonna shoot no cop in the back, huh? You know what they give you for that? Huh? The gas chamber. You know what the gas chamber smells like, boy? Pine oil.
You see him smell?
That's where you headed, boy. The pine oil. I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna get my gun and you ain't gonna do a damn thing about it. You motherfucker, huh? You shot me in the ass. Hey, John.
Okay, let me get these bands.
Hey, John, where you going?
Take care of your family. Do what you gotta do.
John, get back here with my money, John. You disloyal, bitch-made, fool-ass punks, huh? You think you could do this to me, huh? I'm putting cases on all you bitches, huh? You niggas gonna be playing spades and Pelican Bay when I'm finished with you. 23-hour lockdown, you will never see who the fuck you think you fucking with, huh? I run this shit. You niggas just play here. I'm the police. King Kong ain't got shit.
You take this here.
You motherfuckers. You shot me in my stomach.
This motherfucker takes so long to die. I like that. You got heart.
You can shoot me, but you can't kill me, huh?
I know, right?
10%. Yeah, right there in the cup.
And I guess that leaves us, huh? My man, as you would say, right? Hey, so how you want to split this, Frank, huh? Me and you, it's just us. Let me tell you the cut. You're going to like this. You're going to get a kick out of it. 10% to me, another 90% to me. Frank, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, huh? You want to hear me say I'm sorry? I'm sorry. I was drunk. I'm drunk right now. You know why I'm drunk right now? It's because I'm an alcoholic. God help me.
Say what?
I said, God help me. I lost, Frank. I lost the hand. I lost the last hand, this hand, every hand I had. Hand jobs, I lost them all because you know why? I'm drunk. I have a problem. I'm not afraid to admit it. No.
You see, excuses are monuments to those who use them. It's people that use these tools.
See him shaking the glass.
That build bridges. Stop. That lead to nowhere.
Frank, hey, listen to me, Frank. We can do this together. We don't have to do this apart. Frank.
Need a light.
You owe me. Really, Frank? This is what you're going to do to me? Oh, shit, Frank. This is what I'm talking about right now. I saved people's lives on that plane. You can go to hell, Frank. I fucked my flight attendant the day of the flight.
My dear friend, go into that dark night. And until then, I will see you on the other side.
Come on.
Day? What a motherfucking day, huh?
Oh, this nigga's still alive, huh? You are to kill, nigga.
That crap's funny, bro. Come on, dude.
I lost this hand.
That is hilarious, bro.
What you mean you lost hand jobs?
That guy who played John, he was on
He's been in a lot of stuff.
He was on the series called The Middle.
Yeah, The Middle. Yep, it's really good. And
Right.
and the other guy was on New Girl. That's Winston from New Girl. He's really like all. And then the other guys on Wildin' Out was on Wildin' Out a couple of years. They're all really. I think that. I'm sorry. First time I ever saw that, I was dying laughing, dying. Andrevius got kicked off and then left before he got out. Slim Shady, what you do that for, Slim Shady?
Well, I mean that ain't have nothing to do with me. That's got to do with the fact of No Life Shack's toilet that he's hanging out in right now.
What's up, Sharif? What's up, Rashad?
What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
how you guys doing?
Hey,
Can
what's
you
up? Hey, what's up,
hear me
Sharif?
properly now? You don't hear any cars in the road. Hey, no traffic.
Steven.
Yeah.
I'm about to jump out. I gotta go.
You gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta get ready for the day.
You gotta go. You gotta get ready for the day.
Yeah, man. Gotta go, man.
You
It was a pleasure.
Is
Love
it
you
a
guys.
pleasure? Do you love me?
Get ready for the day. My day started 8 hours ago.
Yeah,
Well,
Moncho.
I gotta get ready for the rest of my day. Okay, my day actually starts at 6, but I
Get
gotta
outta
get ready
here.
for the rest of my day. Peace out.
Bye, Vonjo. All right. What's up, Todd?
Hey, my worst experience is going to shock you was a high school game.
Okay.
We used to have to go out and play Glade Central and everything. And when we played them after the game, we won. It was my freshman year, and there were gunshots at the bus.
Well, that ain't good. That's never good when you hear gunshots.
No, the bus was flying. You ever been on a bus that's flying? It don't feel safe with the way it bounces and it moves.
I've never personally been on a bus that flies before, but it sounds like it would not be fun.
It was moving. Trust me, we were. But no, I've been to Dolphin games. I've seen fans pulling out a street sign and swinging it at Buffalo fans when walking back to their car.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. Well, what else? Sharif, man, I was getting feedback from you. That's why I put you on mute.
Yeah, sorry about that. How do I sound now?
You sound
You
better.
sound better.
But I can still hear myself.
Okay, let me just fix that right quick.
All right. Rashad, what's up, Rashad? You went out and came back in.
Yeah, my audio was messing up real bad. I didn't know what was going on.
I stand behind it. I guarantee it. That's I love that thing. It's like 8 minutes, but it's so funny.
I'm gonna tell you two movies I really like with Denzel Washington: Equalizer 1 and 2.
That's a good one. I like Equalizer. That's good stuff. David, you're back, David. What's up?
Yes, sir.
What's up, David?
What's going on, guys? I just finished everything.
Well, we got about 15, 20 minutes left on the show today.
That's good. I'm actually in West Palm Beach. I'm heading back to Fort Lauderdale.
Maybe
That's
a little
what's
bit
up.
longer. I don't know.
Man, don't rub it in. I miss home, West Palm.
So, Steven, how about now?
Hello. Yep, no feedback. We're good.
Okay, great. So, Training Day. That's my movie of that's actually one of my favorite movies of all time.
Did you like that little thing I just played?
Oh, that was a nice little snippet.
I know. It was too funny, man. I love it.
But Training Day is the movie that'll it'll make you a man. Let me put it like that. An American History X is another favorite.
Ethan Hawke is such an underrated actor. Like, I
Yeah,
love Ethan Hawke.
that show will make you a man.
There's a new movie coming out where Ethan Hawke plays a bad guy, and it's like a scary
The
movie.
Black Phone or something like that.
Yeah, dude, movie, like, I don't care too much for scary movies, but I'm excited for this one. Like, it looks good.
Speaking of Denzel and Ethan Hawke, that remake they did of The Magnificent Seven.
Oh, that was
probably
really
the best
good.
That was probably the best remake movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good movie.
So I want to because I wasn't able to say this for the last two shows because my feedback was too rough. But Steven, I have a grievance with the media members. And my grievance is, okay, we understand that Tua was draft number 5, right?
Yep.
And it's questions where you could have gotten him and Cesar Ruiz, or you could have gotten Jordan Love and Christian Wirfs, whatever.
Okay.
He's number 5, and that means the expectation comes with that. But what my grievance is with the media members is, and it's trickling down on us fans too, causing us to see through dark lens. Look, when I see Tua, I see more athleticism than Fiedler, and I see the accuracy of Chad Pennington, and I see the cerebralness of Steve Young. I don't see a guy who's gonna. I don't really see a guy who needs to be prolific. This is year 3. I don't ever see him being that. This is the NFL. Those numbers you saw in Alabama, it's gonna go down at least 40%. So cerebral, you win. You're more athletic than Fiedler. Your accuracy is on point with Pennington, and your cerebral is Steve Young. What's wrong with that? So the media members who want Tua to be number 5 worthy, that means he has to be prolific. Don't allow us fans to allow that to trickle down on us. And we're wondering every single day, how is this kid and where is he going to take us? To me, it's where this defense take us. And I'm just going to, that's my grievance with the media members. We've talked about Chris Greer, his mistakes. We've talked about the not getting pedigree with the O-line, and you were looking them in the face. We talked about who's going to take over in terms of Boyer, Alexander, Flores style of defense. We've talked about the success of the running game, the O-line, how they're going to grow and whatnot. So to me, all you need is a Fiedler. You need a Pennington. And you need a Steve Young combined.
Sharif, you got
That's
kicked
all
off.
you really need.
You got kicked off, Sharif, for 10 minutes, man. You got to go in timeout for 10 minutes. I'm sorry, Sharif. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do this to you, man. But just so if you don't know, so you're not confused, we have a new thing on our show where you can send people in timeout for 10 minutes. So a level 2 dude did not like your Steve Young comment.
Thank goodness it wasn't me.
Sharif, it is
Yeesh.
10. It is 11:50. You can come back on in 10 minutes at noon. I will not stop the show, so you can come back on.
That one hurt it.
I'm sorry, Sharif. I'm sorry. That one hurt me.
Mid subject. Caught the boot.
You're gonna make some loot off that though.
MCJB, what's up, MCJB?
There he is.
So,
What's up, MC?
how are y'all doing today?
Pretty good. How are you? You out here working? Out here grinding?
Yes, sir. You already know what the plan is. I just want to come by and say, hey, I missed y'all. I ain't gonna be long, but I missed y'all. I ain't been here in a minute. Got a couple of problems I'm dealing with, but we all good. We all good.
Hey, MC, you got anything new? Any new projects going on?
Oh, they want
$10. Kick MCJB out. Oh, I gotta go. See you.
So much for that.
Level 2 noob is too funny, man. Love it. Love it. Oh, man. Oh, my God. All right. I don't even know where to go from there. Too funny.
What was y'all talking about?
Yeah.
We're talking about Tua as a number 5 pick.
You know, I feel that it's going to, until he wins on a consistent basis, until the team makes the playoff. Like I go back to winning cures all. Winning cures all. So it doesn't matter. It does not matter what he does.
That's true as a Dolphins fan.
If they don't win, it's not going to matter.
I'm sure if we lost a bunch of games and had Deshaun Watson, the fan base would be okay.
Not
Sadly.
right now.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
My thing, since Tua has been drafted, has there been any quarterback?
Level 2, leave my man Sharif alone.
Has there been any quarterback after 5 better than him besides Justin Herbert? What's that, 2 draft classes?
I'm thinking. I don't think so.
I think it's just Justin Herbert. I don't see Lawrence better than Tua. Wack Jones, no. He was ahead. of Tua. That's what I'm saying. After that 5th pick, any draft pick after, is there
Rashad,
a
you're
quarterback
breaking up a
better
little
than Tua?
bit, just so you know. I'm getting a lot of
Because Rashad, the draft class that just went out didn't really have that many. Didn't really have any that many quarterbacks anyway. In fact, not even a handful of good quarterbacks at the draft class.
And real quick, to your statement about Deshaun, I don't think Deshaun right now would be good. Like, nobody wants what... Andrevius, welcome back, Andrevius.
You bunch of bums.
Hey, who let that man out of Shaq's toilet?
Oh, man.
I could hang out with you, bro, but for real.
That's too funny. Andrevius, what you were in the middle of saying something when we got off, weren't you?
I forgot.
He said I forgot.
I feel like we were still talking about movies at the time, and
We were, and then Sharif talked about was comparing Tua to Steve Young.
Well, we were talking about movies. Steven was talking about family.
Family. Who saw No One Lives?
I don't know. I've never seen. I don't know what that is.
Anybody seen?
No One Lives? Never heard of it.
Watch it. Not great acting, but that movie is insane.
People, Flipside Fishing said people were trying to say Jordan Love was better than Herbert.
He might be. We still don't know.
Oh, that's right.
We don't know what Jordan Love's book is yet, you know. I'll say this. I think, I don't see him playing anytime soon. I think Aaron Rodgers still plays another 2 years.
I agree.
Oh, definitely. Do you see the bag?
At least.
I don't see too much.
I'll be real.
Unless he's going to do a Brady.
Well, I think he wants to go out on top. I think he wants to go out on top.
But is he going to do?
So if Green Bay were to win the Super Bowl this year, then he would retire.
Well, if he doesn't know 2 years, will it be with Green Bay?
Yeah. Rashad, go out and come back in. Go out and come back in, Rashad. I'm getting a lot of feedback from you. All right.
Well, I will say this. I do think sometimes the media is biased when it comes down to Florida football.
I mean, that's always going to be the case. Every time, every way.
And I'm talking about on with it be pro level, college level, even in the high school level. I think that the media is biased with Florida football, period.
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%. I mean, I listen to a lot of sports talk on YouTube and on media. And, I mean, look, there's a reason for that too, though, Mr. Polk. And that is you have to prove it, right? You have to show us. And that is part of what the problem is when you're doing it. Like, that's why I think when the national media is talking about us, they're uneducated because they don't watch our games. So all they have to go on is what by people say or talk about. That's it. It's not like you think what's his face? Who's the man on Fox Sports? Why can't I think of his name? With Joy Taylor. Colin Cowherd. You think Colin Cowherd's watching the Dolphins every week? No.
Not just that, though, but they do something like follow the leader, man. They all one person says something, they all follow. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the truth. That is who just said that?
David.
They be hitting the nail right on the head.
Well, I think they watch. I think a lot of them watch the teams they want, and to be honest with you, don't know anything about the ones that they don't, because nobody even gave a thought about the fact that Tampa had a decent squad until they heard that they traded for Tom Brady, and they're like, "Oh, well, he's got a lot of weapons here to work with." But duh.
I mean, I will say this though, Slim Shady, to that point, you guys made a Super Bowl run and won a Super Bowl because of Tom Brady and the talent that he brought with him, not just who was here.
True.
Or who was there.
So, I mean, to a point, I'll agree with you. But at the same time, I mean, that Tampa fans saw how good that defense was, but with Jameis Winston turning the ball over 35 times, it's going to make them look bad.
He still scored 35. What did he? 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions, 33 touchdowns.
Yep. 30 for 30.
He redefined 30 for 30.
Yes, he did.
But hey, he's all good now. He got LASIK, so he knows who to throw the ball to, I guess.
He's not afraid to throw it anywhere, though. Or at least
they only have the eye test to go by, and 32 teams to follow is impossible. That's fair color. I get that color. That's a fair statement. But, at the same token, just because you see the Dolphins play a certain game, there are plenty of games that we can revert to in the last couple of years where, yeah, that wasn't the same. Like last year, I would say the first 7 games were not the Dolphins.
I'm sure they watched the highlights of each game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I say is that's not who I thought last year's Dolphins were. Last year's Dolphins to me were the team in the last 8 games.
Yeah.
We
should have been in the first 8 games, but I'm not gonna start that. I'm not gonna do it.
I mean, go ahead.
Sabotage.
Just saying. Let me bring on.
I didn't hear.
Let me bring Sharif back. Sharif, welcome back. You're back, Sharif.
Hey, can you hear me?
You're back. Yeah. You're out of timeout.
Was that Noop from Rick and Morty?
Because
if that's Noop, I respect him, man.
Whoa, he just went there, level 2, dude. Beware, Sharif, like he might come
Sharif,
back.
he did the same thing to me yesterday.
Here comes another $10.
He about to get him out of
No,
the
man, that's my guy, man.
He
Actually,
put 50 on it though on me yesterday.
halfway through the show.
If that's the case, man, I'm gonna be on a roasting. This show is gonna be upgraded today. You're gonna get upgraded today, Steven. I love Noob Noob though.
He's a good guy.
Level 2 noob asks, what's Rick and Morty? Go look it up. It's a cartoon.
You're a star on Rick and Morty, my friend. Noob Noob. Just look up Noob Noob.
That's too funny. Too funny. All right, man. What else we got? What else do you guys want to talk about, man? I feel like I
But
can
see,
only
that's
come with
my
content
that's
every
my
day.
grievance, Steven. I think it's pouring down on the fans when the media members, the leading media members, look at the 5th pick and what he should do, as opposed to what Burrow and Herbert has already done. And what I've seen in my all 22, these are the I think 19 games he's played or something like that.
Yeah.
Really, it's more athleticism and toughness than Fiedler. It's the accuracy of Pennington, and it's really the cerebralness of George Seifert's quarterback. So that's I won't say the name. Everybody know who's George Seifert.
Well,
I have
something
no
Tua
idea who
doesn't
that is.
have that the other two have is consistency in the organization. They've got consistent head coaches, consistent coordinators, and that, I mean, when you're putting Tua in that position that early in his career, I mean, it is going to be bad for him.
You know what
Right
Tua has that they
at
don't?
pick number 5, the expectations and that trickling down on the fan base because the leading members of the media said he should be this already, right?
Yeah, well, I think people have to, number one, I take what the media says with a grain of salt because they have to talk about something. They have to fill 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days at ESPN. So they just got to talk about crap. And number two, there ain't a football fan in the world that's got realistic expectations. And I think people
Right.
need to learn to temper them.
So the infighting has really come from, wow, okay, he's supposed to be number 5. Okay, he is number 5. Oh, look what Burrow is doing. Look what Herbert is doing. Look what this one is doing, as opposed to our quarterback. And I'll throw in, he never supposed to play in week 7. His hip was not the torque in his hip turning. That was never healed really until the beginning of this preseason, this off season. And so I'm not going to attribute the number 5 standard that he has to perform to. I'm going to attribute to what I've seen and what I project him to be. So I'm going to challenge everyone right now. He's never going to go over 30 touchdowns. To me, he's just going to be winning games. And that's what? 18 yards a game, rushing, scrambling, keeping the first down chains moving. That's 300 yards rushing a season. 24 touchdowns, you win games. Why do you win games? Because you have a team, a special team, and a defense. To me, I'm not mad if he does that for 10 years. My thing is, if you follow the leading media members, we will get emotional. And to me, Pennington, Fiedler, and George Seifert's quarterback, a mixture of that's winning. You're winning games with that. So I'm sorry, fans. Whatever the hell you guys want out of this kid, he's winning games. That's okay. That's all I'm saying.
This fan base doesn't care about winning games. I said that earlier. It's not enough. They want their quarterback to be a top 3, top 5 quarterback. It does not matter. Like Tua could have a great game, and then it's not enough. We will find the flaws in the game. Like we beat the Jets. Oh, he underthrew. What's the guy with the hair on that long touchdown? Mac Hollins. Oh,
Holland.
he underthrew Mac Hollins. He found him open under pressure. He was getting pulled from behind, broke loose, and threw it as far as he could. That's how far he can throw. That's the farthest he can throw. Something's really wrong with the hip. Like we're gonna find something, and it's
Yeah, and
terrible.
that's not our problem. See, that's not our problem. When we hear Jalen Phillips, let me tell you how locked in Omar Kelly is. When you hear Jalen Phillips and Zakondre White are the stars, I'm telling you, we don't have to worry about somebody going for 30 touchdowns. They're gonna have to worry about Jalen Phillips being possibly better than Ogba. That's what they're gonna have to worry about, and that's a sick feeling for teams, for offenses, for offensive lines. So my thing is, when we think about the fifth pick, what Tua should do, because it's trickling down on us and we're getting emotional, as opposed to Jalen Phillips is giving nightmares, and Javon Holland, you can't pass his way. You're the new Ed Reed of the AFC East. It's gonna be a team win. Like I said, 24 touchdowns for Tua, 300 yards rushing, keeping drives alive, sliding. That's what I see, and I don't care what the expectations of my brothers and sisters want from Tua. I don't care. We're winning due to special teams and defense. So
I hope
we
you're
can
right.
make our field goals.
I mean, he's got a point though. Do you really care if? I mean, look at Georgia's quarterback didn't lead them to the national title. He almost cost them a couple of games. Do you really care as long as you want it?
Correct.
Good point.
I mean, a win is a win in my book, but
with
we're gonna
Tyreek,
all.
I think it'll be a little bit more than 24 touchdowns. But other than that, I agree.
Yeah, I also think Tua will get
listen,
over 30
when you
touchdowns
hear
with ease.
each time Zakondre White
If
comes
he's
out
healthy.
into OTAs, you hear he's breaking off a 21-yard run untouched. That's what, possibly 6 touchdowns by Gaskin, 4 by Ahmed, 8 by Edmonds, and Zakondre White comes in and gives you 5. I mean, what do you want? If
Yeah, he's
Tyreek gives you
breaking
2
off runs
rushing,
on OTAs with no pads, though. Let me see him with pads on, and then we can
I
talk.
guess what I'm saying is, if the overall running back room has 10 touchdowns, and the overall tight end room gives you 5, and Tua gives you 3 rushing, and the receivers combined give you 20, then what more really do you need? You're scoring more than the opponents at that point, right?
Yeah,
What
correct.
we're asking for due to the number 1 pick, the pressure that the media is putting on the 5th pick, would we see Burrow done, Herbert done, everybody else done, as opposed to our quarterback, and we're getting emotional. And like I said, I see George Seifert quarterback, I see more toughness than Fiedler, and I see the same accuracy as Pennington. What's wrong with that?
You know
What's
what I
wrong with
see?
that?
I
That's
see.
what I see.
I see elite pocket presence. That's not spoken about enough. And if this old offensive line does get better, I can
See,
only hope.
that's the thing he's going to take with him in his career that he has above all quarterbacks. That's what
Except
he was
Brady.
born with. He separates himself from every other quarterback with his pocket presence. And when he gains, I'm telling you right now, when he gains that clock in his head like Fitzmagic, and he sees there's nothing there, and he gets out of there. That's how we won 5 out of our last 9 games with Fitzmagic. And when he turns on that clock and realizes that Armstead and Austin Jackson can hold up, and all the receivers are being held on 3rd down, Tua's going to run and slide for 11 yards. That is what's going to keep the drive going. I don't give a damn about highlight prolifics. You see, that's what. So to me, it's probably going to fall on deaf ears, but you're going to be hurt looking for 30 touchdowns or some kind of MVP run. From what I've seen, he's going to make the right plays.
Hey, look, guys, let's go ahead. I got an appointment at 12:45, so I want to do final thought of the day. We'll start with David. David, final thought of the day.
It is raining out down here. A little sun shower happening. But I agree with Sharif. You guys have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, or talk to you guys tomorrow.
All
Later.
right, man. Be good, David. Slim Shady Canes, final thought of the day. Take yourself off mute, Slim Shady. Take yourself off mute. All right, Slim Shady's still on mute. Mr. Polk, final thought of the day.
Like I said, I said this before and I said it again. We got the blueprint. Let's put up the building and see how that holds up.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate you coming on, Mr. Polk.
Thanks for having me, Stephen D.
No
Appreciate
problem. Be
you.
good. Hey, before I let everybody else go, I want to remind you all too, any $10 donation or in increments of 10 to the channel, you will be entered to win a Sam Madison autographed jersey. So get in where you fit in. If you donate on Cash App or PayPal, I double your donations. And if you donate $50 or more on any platform, I will triple it. Just so you all know. Okay. Miami Sports Music Podcast Network weekly giveaway. This is going to be 2 weeks long. So we're pretty excited about it. Make sure you follow ZSM Sports, courtesy of ZSM Sports at ZSM at Sports ZSM on Instagram and at ZSM_sports on Twitter. Make sure you go follow them. All right, let me do Slim Shady. Are you there again? Hello. All right, I'll give you one more shot. Sharif, final thought of the day, sir. Take yourself off mute, Sharif.
Oh yeah, final thought of the day is what I'm hearing from camp lately, because I'm plugged right in. Raekwon Davis and Siler is on another level, and Christian Wilkins is on a level above them. And so also what I'm hearing, Jalen Phillips looks like he can be a 3-down lineman. That's impressive. Secondary White is the best offensive player. Morstead is consistent. Yeah. And the rookie is challenging him too. The rookie is actually doing slightly better, but Morstead knows he can be cut.
Yeah.
He agreed to that. And that's it. Yeah, as far as today. But thank you. And guys, subscribe, follow Steven on Twitter, share this show to all social medias, and contribute to the show if you can. And hey, it's a beautiful day here in the Bahamas. Very expensive. $7 for Doritos. But hey, you pay to come and visit where I live. Hey, that's how it is.
Sharif, I love you, brother. Be good, man.
All right.
All right, man. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Slim Shady, one last time. You there? All right, I tried. Didn't I try, Rashad?
You did.
All right,
3
Rashad.
times.
Final thought of the day, my brother.
Final thought of the day. Normally I have that unspoken hero that we go for off the practice squad, since I don't know too many of them besides Ron McKinley. That's who I'm rooting for right now. Haven't heard too much about him since we signed him. Hope everything is okay. But I wanna say so far from the highlights that I've seen, Noah has been getting cooked, but he's there. And I'm rooting for him this year. I see him getting some games in this year. Hopefully. He has no choice. He has to step up. If not, this might be the end of Noah. I don't see him here next year if he doesn't do something.
He's got to show up this year. I agree. He's got to show up. He's got to show up.
That catch by Tyreek, I'm glad he was there. Like, at least he was there when it happened. Tyreek's going to catch it 95% of the time. Don't take it too hard. But that's it, Got a graduation to go to today. My little one going to high school. Yeah.
They're growing up, man. Babies are getting big.
Yeah. She's definitely getting big.
Hey, man, I'm excited for you. Congratulations on your daughter getting to high school, man. But I love you, brother. Keep doing your thing. And I will see you tomorrow on Spread Kindness Friday.
Yep, love you too. Have a good one.
See ya. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clap Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. Hope you all had a good time this morning. It was a lot of fun. We talked about movies. We saw some clips. I'm pretty sure my video will get flagged and demonetized. So donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. But I had fun today. It was a lot of fun. Y'all are the best fans in the world. I couldn't do this without y'all every day. We saw the first few $10 timeouts instituted today. Alexander, not 2 minutes into the show with him coming on, timeout. Sharif was in timeout today. Who else was? Dravius was in timeout today. Slim Shady, I think, was in timeout today. Was he? No. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and it was all done in good jest and in good fun, and that's what I want to happen. So tomorrow is Spread Kindness Friday. Let's enjoy it. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow right here on the #1 podcast network, Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. We'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.